The loudness and the energy, I just couldn't believe it.
I love the energy of the crowd. Let's go!
I'm gonna keep burying you in the ground as fast as I can and as deep as I can.
I enjoy when things get a little saucy.
Give me a freaking break!
Every match you play feels like it's the finals.
Fire, we want fire.
And that's what the fans want to see.
That's what intense tennis is.
Oh, something's happening in tennis, and it's happening fast. What started out as a whisper is now building into a roar and turning heads across the sport. In just a few short weeks here at the INTENNSE Arena, one thing has become crystal clear. The pathway to professional tennis will never be the same. Hello everyone, I'm J.Y. Obona, and we're inside one of the most remarkable stages in all of sports here in Atlanta, Georgia. And we have week 5 of this professional team league format where timeouts, substitutions, and men and women competing together have many people asking, will this become the new dream for future tennis players? And for many of you tuning in for the first time, we got this weekend started off earlier today at 2 p.m. The challenge team versus Tampa. Irina Falcone came back, the only one to have ever won a match for the challenge team, trying to do it one more time alongside Tyler Stice. Too much of Quinn Gleason and Nori Adams Smiles there to finish them off in doubles, though they had a good run for the challenge team with Keshav Chopra. Too much Nori there as he dropped the mic, and Tampa got the win. Then tomorrow we'll be back at 2 p.m. where Tampa takes on Atlanta, and Tampa men are doing better in singles, but Trent Bride will be on the other side of the net trying to stop Sam Frizzell and his better performance. Tampa has Quinn Gleason trying to help them get their first doubles win of the season, and hopefully that can help them get an overall win in the team portion as well. But coming up tonight, at 7 p.m., our marquee matchup, the two best teams in the league. They go head-to-head, Atlanta versus Jacksonville. The season series is now split 1-1. The winner will take full control of their championship destiny. Sam Nicholson ruined Atlanta's win streak with their record-setting performance, but Atlanta, how will they bounce back? Because they know they need to win tonight. But Kevin King, with his knee injury, how healthy is he to come in and try to lead them to a win? He's been such a key player in their win streak earlier, but Sam Nicholson on the other side, everyone's trying to find an answer, but what a record-setting performance, 84 points in the men's singles, absolutely incredible, and Atlanta will then have to go up against, Max Benson and Martin Gutierrez in the doubles with Sophia Johnson and her power, and to help break all this down, our on-court commentator, Luke Jensen.
Oh, this is going to be so much fun. We have two teams that has two of the best coaches in the league, if not on the planet, in the tennis industry. They coach with a lot of enthusiasm. You see them in the warm-up, talking to every one of their players, how they want to prepare them mentally and then emotionally, how to play in this format. Whether you've already played throughout the season or you're a newbie, you're a rookie, they take the time. So I'm really excited to see how these teams are coached, how they manage the substitutions, and how they deal with the pressure.
And how do you deal with Sam Nicholson, right? I mean, we love to talk about the other players in the Jacksonville team, Annabelle Thomas, Ale Cruz. We want to talk about all of them, but it keeps coming back to Sam. 84 points the last two of these met just on the men's singles alone.
Well, I think first you go into his bag and take his hair gel. You wreck his hair game, I think you throw him off.
Is that what happened to your game? The hair went gone, then the game went?
Easy. I just changed barbers. It's a little loose right now, but I'm working on it. Well, no, I really like Sam. I like the way throughout the season, he's gotten better. And if you've watched Intense Tennis, every one of the stars has honestly improved. It's so much fun to watch the progress because they understand the speed, their second serves, their one serve they get has improved. And Sam specifically has that really solid baseline. He's very calm, and he has no problem pulling the trigger when he has the opportunity. He's not playing low percentage tennis, but very smart, all range, like high percentage stuff.
And then on the other side of the net, trying to stop them, we're going to have to see, you know, will Atlanta have to use a lot of their substitutions? That's a rule we have in the Intense League. Kevin King, he's hurt, trying to play through it. Atlanta brought in a new player for the week. At times, how is it going to be managing all that if you're Marcelo?
Well, I think you got to go with the hottest hand, right? You throw out who you think's going to get off to a good start, but their doubles is dynamic. We've been watching it all season. Once the doubles gets going, and because you're really only playing half the court, you know, Kevin's going to be fine. The hammer, he's going to be flying all over the place. It's not as stressful as singles, but they'll manage that like workload type of thing. It's getting the doubles. Once they get the doubles, they know they have a tsunami coming at the other side.
So does this become one of those things where you actually save Kevin a little bit more for the doubles because of how important it is with the +2s?
A lot of communication, right? These teams, these coaches are going to communicate a lot, especially with their players that are not 100%. How much can you give me? How many points? How much time on the bolt can you give me to get this across the finish line? And the score will dictate, right? If you don't need them, you won't play them. But let's say you need a lefty, right? You need that little crafty lefty that comes forward to get a couple of two-pointer winners, first volley, maybe an overhead. So I think you use him strategically, knowing that doubles, he's your huckleberry.
Well, it's going to be very interesting. Atlanta as the host. They've chosen to start off with women's singles, so we'll see how much of a lead that they can give Marcelo when it gets to men's singles to try to make it a little bit easier in those decisions. Luke, when we come back, we're going to see you later today at 7 p.m. Thank you for your time.
Rock and roll intense. Let's go!
Right now, we're going to take a quick look at how we've gotten to Week 5 in the Intense League.
How you guys feeling for today?
Great.
Yes.
Awesome.
We're about to beat you guys. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
We're about halfway through the season now.
Surprises.
I knew it was going to be really loud. I didn't know we were going to have cowbells, the clackers, and horns going on. That's probably the most surprising thing to me.
Fans are finally able to express themselves and also be difference makers.
Get him a shovel. You can handle tennis rackets.
It surprised me how much you can use it to your advantage.
Let's go, Atlanta.
You see people trying to mess with the opposing team's serve.
That energy is really fun to play in it.
We learned how to be really energetic and how momentum can take you through the entire match.
Being a good team player comes forward in this format.
The one thing to focus on, I think, as a team is just being super hype on the sidelines.
When I'm going down the score, if my team gets quiet, that's where I'm feeling like, ooh, something's fishy going on.
If you're not having fun out there, if you're not smiling, cheering on your teammates, you're not going to get the same out of it.
What is going to make us better this second half of the season, that now the team is very united.
We had already been training together, so going on road trips and going to dinners, you get to meet them and you get to know them a little better.
Let's go!
We've gotten a lot of momentum as the season's continued.
People are getting more relaxed on the court, and I'm thinking, oh, suddenly I've got this pressure.
We don't want to reinvent the wheel.
We're hungry for some more wins.
The fans can only expect the level to get stronger and stronger as the weeks go on.
Give me a freaking break. Stick together, guys. Stick together. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm Marcelo Ferreira, and I'm coaching the Atlanta team. I grew up in São Paulo, Brazil, very humble family. I grew up a soccer fan. The things that I've done for soccer is not something that I would be comfortable sharing on camera, but it's just complete insanity.
You have to share something you've done.
So we get to this stadium back in São Paulo, and brawl broke out. Exploded. Fireworks. Burned, pants flopping. until we finally pretty much got arrested. But we won the championship. Around age 11 to 12, a friend of mine asked me if I wanted to go play tennis with him at a public club. It's like, man, I never held a tennis racket, but let's go for it. And we went, you know, like just hit a bunch of balls over the fence. And the one thing that kind of made me fall in love with the game is because I'm a super competitive person. And I used to hate playing in the soccer leagues and sometimes losing games because my teammates didn't step up. So I was like, something special about this game. My family didn't have the means to be able to pay for tennis lessons. Coincidentally, a buddy of mine who used to be a ball kid at a tennis academy close to the house, he gives me a call and asks me if I would love to come in and fill in for the afternoon ball kid who had just quit. I was like, here's an opportunity for me to make a little bit of money and actually play tennis. So I jumped on my beat-up bike and went to the academy. I tried to maximize on the opportunity of being able to listen to the coaches teaching their students and try to practice whatever they taught against the wall. I always saw every job as an opportunity to move out of that type of life. Not that we struggled in any way, shape, or form, but I just do, especially being in the tennis world, my family couldn't afford it. I'm not the most talented guy. I think God gave me the gift of hard work. I'm relentless.
Welcome back to the Intense Arena as we have an incredible matchup coming up. Atlanta versus Jacksonville, the two best teams in the league. They go head-to-head one more time to try to solidify who is going to take control of the championship destiny. The season series is split 1-1, and whoever wins tonight will take control of first place, and if they win out, they will become the champions of the first ever Intense League. It's been a lot of talk between Kevin King, Sam Nicholson after his record-setting performance against Atlanta recently. The females also, they want to step up. They're going to be leading the way for women's singles with Atlanta. It's just going to be an incredible event to see who can really step up. And with today's rivalry, we have to take a look at how they got here.
I'm gonna get back when I feel when I feel
Jacksonville will be taking the W today.
So happy, so happy.
Opening weekend, I guess there's some nerves, no doubt. For me, I always see these opportunities for improvement.
Hopefully we win that energy battle.
We have a really good plan, and it's gonna work.
We also have a very good plan.
They
For sure.
They don't have.
We do.
Yep, that's awesome.
Marcelo did a great job firing us all up.
Somebody has to lose, someone has to win, but I know it's gonna make us hungry to come back and beat them.
I want us to be the most passionate, most resilient team in the league.
Gonna get back.
Fun rivalry it's been, and we have to start with the Jacksonville lineup first. Annabelle Thomas, Sophia Johnson, Alejandra Ferrari-Cruz, Max Benson, the man Sam Nicholson, but the captain himself, El Capitan Martin Gutierrez, who's courtside with us, giving us a few minutes. Welcome, Martin.
Yeah, it's good to be here. We're ready for a fun and exciting match.
Well, I think fun and exciting. A lot on the line tonight, trying to take control of first place. What's been the talk this week as you prepare for tonight?
We've been just working a lot on the singles, but also on the doubles, doing bolts in practice and not focusing too much on winning, but coming out here and doing what we've been doing in training.
Well, and how tough is that, right? There's training, but then there's the matches, right? Live, underneath these lights, inside the arena. How do you all manage the pressure that comes from playing inside of here?
Well, we've done it before. We've pulled out some good wins. The best training is always the matches themselves. So looking back at them and drawing some knowledge from that is always a big help.
Well, and they talk, there's a lot of talk about how you all are the best team together, the way you gel, the way you communicate, the way you are on the team. What is it about you all? What are you guys doing when you're back home that really keeps you so together?
I think we just love training together. We have a lot of fun out there, but we're also competitors. So there's nothing better than winning with the people you love.
And we got to go to Claudio then, right? The person leading and managing everything. What's it been like for him managing everything that you all are going through?
It's been great. Claudio's he's someone who cares so much about about each and every one of us, and he wants the best for us, and we want to win for him, for the team, and for ourselves.
Awesome. And so what are you guys going to be focused on? You talked about the singles and the doubles, but what's something that, is it the female singles, they're leading things off first. What's something that you all want to do a little bit differently? Because you did lose to them once. Is there anything new that you guys are looking for?
I don't want to give too much information, but definitely just sharpening some of the things we maybe didn't do best last time, and then bring it here. And yeah, I mean, we've been training a lot, so hopefully it shows.
I was trying to tee you up, see if I could get something out of you, but I totally understand the secrecy. Really appreciate your time. Good luck tonight for you all. Hope you all have a great evening. And we're going to take a quick look at the Atlanta lineup that will be going up against Martine in the Jacksonville roster. So Michaela Gordon, captain there, Tanya Sosnowskaya, Alessandra Crump, who played for Tampa early, was picked up now for Atlanta. At times, Kevin King, Trent Bry. When we come back in a little bit, that match is going to be waiting for us. Atlanta versus Jacksonville. Stay ready.
Stand by to cap it in 3, 2, 1, cap it. Stand by break in 3, 2, 1, and roll a track A.
I made more money this past weekend in 3 days playing Intense than I ever made playing a pro tournament. I'm Max Benson, Jacksonville. I started Intense. I'm playing futures and such, and making money is really hard when you're playing futures. I would say a lot of people probably look at tennis as like a rich person's sport, which having a lot of money makes things easier because then you're not thinking about that. But like in my case, I would say it's more, oh wow, I have to book a flight, book a hotel, and then on top of all of that, I have to pay for my food, my travel, the entry fee, all the stringing. I mean, a lot goes into it. Once I graduated, I did have a nice graduation present from my parents, so I could go play in Europe. But after that, it was all back on me. I had never booked a flight for myself before. I had never booked a hotel, Airbnb, public transport. I went to tournament after tournament. I don't know anybody. They might not even speak English. I went there and figured it out by myself. Everything is on you, like when you're playing pro tennis. So if you do choose to travel with a friend, with a coach, with a physio, whoever you want to travel with, you have to pay them, and you also end up paying their expenses. Sometimes you kind of think in the back of your head, well, the only way I end in the green this week is if like I make semis or final or win the tournament. I went to Austria, and my buddy and I, we played a 25K. We won the doubles, and we still probably ended maybe positive 100 euros by the end of the week. With the money that I'll make from Intense, I'll be able to play way more. After this past weekend, I basically doubled my bank account.
We are live here from the INTENNSE Arena where our primetime matchup is coming up. The lights are down. Everybody's getting ready. Sam Nicholson here is warming up, giving us a little bit of smiles. One of the few smiles we're going to see, as once he gets in there, he is absolutely totally locked in. I'm J.Y. Obona, and I get to introduce special guest with us, coach, but now sitting with us in the booth, Irina Falcone.
I'm so pumped to be here. Thanks for having me.
Welcome back is the bigger thing, right? Round 2, did such a great job. You came back today, came to coach as well, challenge team versus Tampa, trying to lead it with Tyler Stice. Good effort. You put your team in position, had it into the doubles. You were fired up at time. Like you were energizing us in the booth as we were watching. Keshav gave a huge boost. Unfortunately, Tampa a little bit too much, but just talk about your experience being back for the second time.
It was awesome. I think it was nice to be able to come in and have an idea of what to expect. Obviously, other than Tyler, I didn't know many of the players out there, but I was able to investigate a little bit. But it was just such a fantastic environment. I loved being able to warm up with them this morning, and the camaraderie, the energy that they were able to bring. Yes, we did end up losing the match, but I thought it was a really just wonderful experience for all the players. I mean, they're all trying to really take off on the professional tour, and so I think this just helps them in terms of, you have to just be ready. You have to forget about the previous point. And I think they really enjoyed themselves, even though we did not take the W today. Yeah, it was a fun match.
Good. Well, at least you had fun. I know it still hurts, but it was still entertaining until then. But wanted to get your thoughts. You know, you came week 1, right there from the beginning, and you've been watching this evolve for multiple weeks. Here we're in week 5. You know, it's such a brand new league, new rules. It's literally a complete different version of tennis. You can't even compare.
Right.
What are some of the things that have stood out to you that have evolved from week 1 to today, from the players and the team and even the environment?
I think the biggest thing is just the experience. From week 1, I think we played the Atlanta team, and just to see the Atlanta team, what they've been able to produce and how they've been able to win so many matches, I think that speaks volumes. And that's just experience. That's just playing week in, week out. These players have gotten to know each other, and that they just really kind of know what to expect from their teammates. And they've just become such a close-knit family. And that's the one thing I wish, you know, we could have had maybe a couple more days where we would have been able to have that bond. But I think that's the biggest thing. The competition just gets, it just keeps getting a little bit more fierce because everybody's good. All the players are getting used to the format. And so if you get used to something a little bit more, you're going to feel more confident. You're going to play a little bit better. And so just to see that, and then the cowbells. That was a little different. You know, it's gotten a little bit louder than the last time I was here. But it was great. I mean, they were, a lot of times it was just noise. I wasn't even listening to it, but there were a few times where I did get fired up and I heard the cowbells, and I was so happy they were there because this is one of those atmospheres where the louder it gets, the more energy you feel from your teammates, and you just have to be loud. I mean, I was watching myself on the video there, and I was just thinking to myself, wow, I was very dynamic, very energetic, and so that's what I love. That's what Intense has brought out in me, and I think that's just wonderful for the players and the fans as well.
All right, and now tonight coming up, Atlanta versus Jacksonville, championship on the line. But let's get right to the man we have to talk about, Sam Nicholson. What are your thoughts on him? What do you expect from him, and what can Atlanta do to stop him?
I mean, he's just so solid. Every single time Coach Claudia puts him on there, I just think that he knows that he's just going to produce. He's going to get points. He's going to be able to just bring so much energy, and he's just, I'll say it again, he's just solid. You know what he's going to bring, and there's never been a time where you see the energy dip. I feel that the first time that I did watch him play, I mean, he was just so steady the entire match and so energetic, and yeah, I'm going to see it again today, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, we'll see how Atlanta is going to come back, if Kevin King is going to be healthy enough, or will Ed Time step it up, Trent Bride, or they have the women's singles starting off. We'll see if they can give them a big enough lead where it doesn't matter. So when we come back, Atlanta versus Jacksonville, stay with us.
I don't love trash talking, but I can't help but do it when I get out on the court. My name is Kevin King, and I'm playing for Team Atlanta. I grew up in Peachtree City. I started playing tennis at the age of 4. My parents both started playing tennis as adults, so they got me involved down at the tennis center. I've loved the game. I have always dreamed of playing pro tennis. That was a goal of mine from as long as I can remember. Pete Sampras was always my favorite player growing up, so Wimbledon was my favorite tournament. I definitely modeled a lot of my game style after him. I never felt like I was one of the best. I had decent results, but I always felt like I had to keep putting in the work, keep trying to reach some of the guys that were consistently maybe just a little bit better than me. I was just always passionate about the one-on-one competition in tennis. I think it's just so cool being able to be out there competing against someone. I remember one of my first tournaments, it was an 8-and-under tournament, and I won the tournament and got probably the biggest trophy I ever got to this day. In the juniors, some of my most memorable accomplishments was a bronze ball in doubles, Super Nationals, and then winning a couple of national tournaments that my coach directed here in Atlanta at the Peach State. I considered going pro as opposed to going college, but I felt like I still had a lot of room for growth in my game. It was important for me to take my game to the next level to prepare for the Pro Tour. It was a pretty easy choice for me to choose Georgia Tech. College tennis was one of the best experiences I've had in the game of tennis. I think being able to play team tennis with a bunch of guys that have the same goals was really incredible. Putting in the work, grinding together, struggling together, winning together. It was really such a cool experience. You become like a family.
What's with all the beige? What do you got going on here?
What beige?
Beige is a color.
Yeah.
So, what you're wearing?
This is lamb cream.
Lamb cream.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
didn't mean to insult the colors you have on.
No, you didn't.
Okay, good.
No. I was actually flattered that you noticed.
Swag. Chip rally. Oi. Rallying with Chip Rally. A fun show on YouTube and other social media outlets in the year 2025. Produced and directed by Chip Rally. Starring Chip Rally. All stunts provided by Chip Rally. You have more balls just in case I shank one? Look, I told Saeed, I said, look, these ladder matches are timed. If we get the lead, we got to start walking slower. Saeed's running around. He's like running from side to side. I'm like, Saeed, slow down. We're up a break. Just get through it, man. Oh, hey. Chip Rally here on the Rally with Chip Rally. I'm here in the Intense Tennis League with the guys that are the players, and we're hitting deep because in tennis, you want to hit deep.
That's right.
I'm here with Trent Bride.
You got it. Not Bird, Bride.
Bride.
You got it.
DJ. Hedgehog. And, oh no, Hedge Fund.
Yeah, we can go with Hedgehog, that's fine. Yeah.
And Arby's fan.
I don't know where you got that one.
Question for you. What was it like playing for Northern Southern Georgia Tech?
I don't know.
Where'd you went to school in Georgia?
I did, yeah. Small school, University of Georgia.
Bulldogs?
Yeah, Bulldogs.
Really?
Yeah.
Intramural team, congrats.
Yeah. Barely made it. Barely made the cut.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. In all seriousness, you ever run into a guy by the name of John Isner?
I have, yeah.
Yeah. Tell him he owes me $50.
I will.
Question for you. What music do you listen to when you're shorting the market?
Actually, I listen to house music.
Yeah?
I did it today.
What were you listening to today?
Rufus.
Okay. R, and then the U, and then the two tennis balls, and then F, and then U, and then...
That's right. Yeah.
Nice. Do you have an alias?
Just my last name, Bride.
Bride.
Is that good?
I like it.
I should get maybe more clever.
No, I like the Y, because the Y sort of makes it feel like you misspelled it on purpose, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Like a competition, so yes, I get a little bit intense. That was good. My name is Alejandra Cruz, and I will be playing for Team Jacksonville. I grew up in Mexico City. My parents, they don't play any sports, but my mom loves tennis. She really liked it. Next to the soccer field that I used to train, there were tennis courts, and my mom was like, oh, you should try tennis. I remember I love running to hit a tennis ball. I prefer that over soccer. I like more the intensity of tennis, just having that pressure on yourself. I also liked more like the training In soccer, I don't know, it was too like repetitive. I like tennis, it's very like dynamic. So I started playing more competitively. Tennis is not that big in Mexico, at least when I was growing up. It's hard to find people that wants to have a competitive level, and tournaments are hard. When I was 14, 15, I have to move to an academy in the south of the country just to practice tennis with better quality, better coaches, better players. It's in Mérida, and the academy was called at that time Crédito Real, but now it's called TCP. I had to learn a lot of things by myself. It's kind of tough in juniors because you are doing this travel, and if you lose, you are out. You know, there's no like consolation match. There's no let's do it again or nothing. You have to wait a whole week to play the next one. So it gets kind of tough and kind of lonely. It was hard at the beginning, but it gave me opportunities. So I don't regret it. My best ranking ITF was 69 in the world. Juniors, I was number 2 in Mexico, like national. I won the J2 in Mexico in singles and doubles.
The loudness and the energy, I just couldn't believe it.
I love the energy of the crowd. Let's go!
I'm gonna keep burning you into the ground as fast as I can and as deep as I can.
We are live from one of the most remarkable stages in all of sports, where a new pathway to professional tennis is taking the world by storm. And coming up, our marquee matchup, the two best teams in the league go head-to-head to decide their championship destiny. The winner will take full control and give themselves an opportunity at winning our first season of the Intense League. Hello, everyone. I'm J.Y. Albona, and we are a new format, so we have to take a look at the new rules that everyone here will have to look at and follow.
Hey, it's Trent from Team Atlanta. If you want to watch Intense, you gotta know the rules because it's different from the tennis you're used to. Let's go.
Intense is a team sport. Each team consists of 6 players, 3 men, 3 women, roll on, roll off, substitutes all throughout.
Each Pro League duel is made up of 3 matches: men's and women's singles, men's and women's doubles, and mixed doubles.
Each match is made up of 3 10-minute bolts with shot clocks in use. Each team has 2 timeouts per match.
We have easy-to-follow numerical scoring with 1 point for a regular win and 2 points for a clean winner.
1 toss, 1 serve. Once the ball is in the air, you gotta hit it, make it, or lose the point.
The server sets the pace. Returners must be ready, and there's a maximum of 14 seconds between points.
Bolt 6 electric line calling will be overseen by Intense officials.
At the end of each match, the highest score wins. A deciding point will be played if teams are tied at the final whistle of the final ball.
The team with the highest aggregate score at the end of the final ball of the final match is declared the winning team and takes home the cash.
Got it? Good. Enjoy the matches.
Here's the Jacksonville roster. Let's meet them.
Annabelle Thomas, the University of North Florida and Clemson University. And I played over 10 different sports growing up, and I could beat you at all of them.
Sophia Johnson, Old Dominion University, and I speak Hungarian. Viszont látásra.
Alejandra Cruz, Georgia Tech, and I play for Team Jacksonville, but I have never been to Jacksonville.
Max Benson, Presbyterian College, and I love bubble tea.
Martin Gutierrez, Barry University, and my favorite fruit is mango.
Sam Nicholson, UNC Wilmington, and I'm the first tennis player in my family.
That's Team Jacksonville. Now let's meet Team Atlanta.
Michaela Gordon, Stanford University. I can name every country.
Tanya Sosnowski, University of Texas at Austin. I can think of anything.
Edward Times, Georgia State, and I just started playing golf 4 years ago, and I'm a scratch golfer.
Kevin King, Georgia Tech, and I'm a huge Steelers fan.
Trent Bride, University of Georgia, and I can solve a Rubik's Cube in under 1 minute.
And that's Team Atlanta. All right, those are our rosters, and now let's go to the on-court intros.
Atlanta. First up, it's Team Jacksonville. Led by their coach from Rome, Italy. He's a former top 100 player in the world, and he's Jacksonville El Capitano. Make some noise for Claudio Pistoletti. From Brighton, England, a two-time, first-time All-Big South player, standing tall at 6'3", number 2 on his jersey, but number 1 in our hearts, and especially my sisters, Sam Nicholson! From Albany, New York, he's the 2021 Big South Player of the Year and the best trash talker on the team. He's my friend. He is the Ginger Ninja. Make some noise for Max Benson! From Columbia, by the way of Jacksonville, Florida, a 4-time NCAA champion, also a social media heartthrob known as the forehand guy. Make some noise for Martin Gutierrez. From Somerset, England, currently pursuing a master's in applied physiology at Clemson University. She's constantly analyzing her competition. Make some noise for Annabelle Thompson. From Mexico City, having represented Mexico in the 2020 Federation Cup, famous for her trademark cruise missile serve. Make some noise for Alejandra Cruz. From London, England, a former top 10 ITA ranked player, Hungarian with her background, but hungry for wins on the court. Make some noise for Sophia Johnson. That is Team Jacksonville. And now, for your host team, Team Atlanta! Led by their coach all the way from Brazil, he's part instructor, part hype man. He has the energy. He is the one, not the two. Make some noise for Marcelo Ferreira. You see the energy. From right here in Atlanta, Georgia, a 3-time ITA All-American for the University of Georgia. He got that dog in him. Make some noise for Trent Fry. From Midland, Georgia, he's an all-Sun Belt first-teamer who is dominating right here in Georgia State. Y'all know what time it is. Can we make some noise for Edward Time? From Peachtree City, Georgia, a tennis prodigy since he was 4 years old. He owns up to being the king of the court because he is. Y'all better crown him. Make some noise for Kevin Key. From Music Valeris, call her Tanya 2 times, as she's been ranked in both singles and doubles and has represented 2 colleges and earned a #1 ranking in the ITA doubles. Y'all make some noise for Tanya Sosnowskia. From Orange Park, Florida, she's a former top 20 ranked junior and has been a tennis phenom since she was first professional match at 14 years old, bringing the Swedes to intense. Make some noise for Alessia Crum. From Saratoga, California, she leads Stanford in 2 NCAA championships, and she's been bringing the West Coast all the way to the ATL. Make some noise for Michaela Gordon. This is Team Atlanta.
And that's a first-hand look at our 2 great teams going up. But now we have to introduce someone that hasn't been introduced yet. Irina Falcone-Harmon. Welcome, Irina.
Thank you so much. I'm pumped to be here.
Well, two teams, big matchups when they collide. What's one thing you're looking forward to?
I think it's just the strategy. Coach Claudia knows that there's a lot on the line, and they're going to start off with women, so I think it's going to be a matter of getting a strong start right off the bat, bringing that energy, and just let's see what Team Atlanta can do. Kevin King's a little bit iffy with his knee, and so let's see what Edward Times can bring to the table. Let's see what Coach Marcelo decides to do with his tactics, and yeah, I'm looking forward to this because every single time they play, it's just by a small margin that, you know, you see that Team Atlanta won last time and Team Jacksonville was able to get one, and so there's not much difference between the two teams, and so I think it's just going to really come down to the wire.
Ron, we saw the strategic decision by the host Team Atlanta. They get to choose who starts first, men's singles or women's singles. They had let it off before when Kevin King was healthy. With the men, women are going to lead it off tonight. Marshall with the coin toss will get them started.
Here we go, team. Evening, ladies. Welcome to the start of our women's singles bolts. Atlanta is the home team. Jacksonville, going to call the toss. Tells us the call. Sets. All right. Jacksonville to serve. Good luck.
And let's get the show started. Sold out crowd tonight. Tanya Sosnouskaya on the near side for Atlanta. Will be facing up against Sophia Johnson on the far side for Jacksonville. First of 3 10-minute bolts to get things started. We see that a little bit of a slow conservative serve because we have one serve and only one toss here. We'll see how the players manage it. Twice now to get things started. 9 minutes left. Jacksonville versus Atlanta. Jacksonville versus Atlanta. I've been waiting for this because week 2, they put on the best match of the year. Still no one has been able to match it. I can't wait to see them come up again.
It was just by 3 that Team Atlanta was able to get that win. And so it'll be interesting to see how Sophia kind of is able to play against Tanya, because I see that she's standing very, very far back, but I really like what she has done in those last 4 points. She's trying to take her time, find her rhythm. It's a little bit difficult to play under these lights. Granted, they have that experience, but you know, I think it'll be all about who can make less errors tonight.
Well, when we talk about the experience, right there, Tanya, great forehand, inside out. But Sophia, rather than just floating a ball back just to give her another chance, the problem is with the scoring format and +2s being winners, just taps it into the ground so that you can have 1, but you can't have 2.
Right. Oof. Just looks as though she was just a little lackadaisical there with the feet, and sometimes it's so easy to look at the opponent when in fact all you have to do is just look at the ball. It's really all about the fundamentals.
See, it takes about 4 or 5 shots until she's like, all right, I'm ready to just unload on this. This time it didn't work out. You know, one of the differences here with the Intensity Golf is that fans get to scream and shout whenever they want. And when we have this sold-out crowd, it's going to get loud tonight. Players are going to get affected at times because they can scream right in it. But we're trying to be like all the other sports leagues where they can make all the same sounds at the same times. And if you want to be a part of this same kind of environment, if you like football and basketball and soccer and hockey and you want to make noise and you want to be a part of the action, scan that QR code. We have another event coming up tomorrow, and we have our last weekend of season 1 coming up next week, so you can come back to it as Tanya hits a beautiful inside-out winner, gets her +2 for Team Atlanta.
That's the thing about Tanya. She knows to take her time, and when she does get the opportunity, she does a good job with really utilizing her legs. Love that backhand. Short little angle getting Sophia off the court.
8-5, 4 points in a row after 2 clean winners. And Sophia looking to come in, but just kind of got stuck in no man's land. That happened to Abby Rencelli earlier today when she was on a roll, but then fell apart. That was one of the mistakes. So
yeah, I think it's very important to really be able to just be prepared for your opponent to get that extra ball, and that's what we're gonna see here, especially from Alejandra Cruz. She's a bit of a grinder. You know that she's not gonna give a lot of errors up, and so it's gonna be up to Tanya to really set the tone here early on in this bolt.
We see that call just shown wide thanks to our friends at Bolt 6. One of the interesting parts of Alejandra, she hasn't seen as much playing time as you might expect. Great player at Georgia Tech, but she has a little bit more of that clay court style that takes a little bit more time to warm up. And in a best-of-3 format, which is a traditional format, she's great in it because she finds your rhythm at some point.
Right.
Here, you don't have time to find your rhythm. Like, you better be good or you're out.
Right, I think there's something to be said about that today. I kept telling my players, just try and find some sort of routine, whether it's just taking an extra deep breath. You have to find something that works, and that's the thing, when you haven't had that much experience on these courts, you have to really look to the team to give you that insight on how to play better, especially if it's not going your way early on.
5 minutes left, 12-7 for Atlanta. 2 more 10-minute bolts coming up after this. Men's singles after, and then all 3 doubles formats.
That'll be interesting with the unlimited amount of substitution. You can see Coach Claudio right now actually just trying to get Alejandra just to loosen up a little bit. You see him that he was jumping on his knees, trying to just release some of that energy, just find something that works. And it'll be interesting to see whether he decides to go for a substitution here soon.
Claudio, the former professional tennis player, top 100 in the world, played at Davis Cup, coached the Davis Cup, loves the team environment. He still loves the competition. I thought the way he looked right there with his ready position that he wants to play. I saw him earlier today hitting with Max Benson on the court, so he's still got it.
Oh yeah, you know that he's going to literally play until he physically cannot, and I just love to see how much he cares for these players. And I know that he does want to win, but we were talking earlier today. He's like, you know, it's just about getting better and just competing. I just want these players to just go out there and compete. And a lot of times that's what's been getting it done for Team Jacksonville.
That ball just clipped it back of the line. Heavy forehands by Alejandra, but gosh, the way Tanya's moving around, hanging in there, great job. Defense to offense, 14-9. Team is off the bench for Atlanta, giving a round of applause. Just long right there. Bolt 6 with our electronic line calling. I know a lot of players love that. Take out the calls that players can make, like in college tennis, on their own. It's a little shady here. All on Bolt 6, so all the drama's removed. Do you have any drama at Georgia Tech?
Oh yeah, there was tons of drama because we didn't have the electronic line calling when we played.
Did you call it tight?
No.
You didn't need to. You were winning by 2 much.
No, but there was, I still remember to this day, there was one time where I was playing this specific player from Baylor, and it was an individual tournament in Las Vegas, and she just kept hooking me. And I knew it, everybody knew it, but she wouldn't do it when the ref was around, obviously. And I looked at her and I was just like, if you do that again, like it's not gonna be good. And she hit a second serve middle of the court, and I called it out. And I looked at her and I was like, I can play that game too. If you wanna go there, we can play that game. She didn't hook me after that. But yeah.
Wow, what an angle passing shot. Slice +2 by Tanya. Marcelo loving it, running onto the court. That was unbelievable. I think she was fired up after your story. Let's see what Marcelo's got to say.
Lo time out, questo ha fatto questo colpo per farla spezzare il ritmo. Sta andando molto bene, respira di più, sei un po' bloccata col respiro. Usa la voce, urla, capito? Sta più bassa, sei un po' alta sulle gambe. Però stai andando molto bene, sei tornata a 5 punti. A un certo punto era solo 3 punti. Poi c'hai 2 minuti, sono tanti, puoi fare molti punti. Sì, più al dritto, sì. Più al dritto, ok, un po' più al dritto. Nuovo spin, gioca tante palle, corri. Va bene? Ok, forza, stando bene, Forza, aspettiamo che finisce il tempo.
So you'll be patient, and that patience might be 3 shots, might be 6. But the balls that you're hitting, she's gonna have to keep playing loopy balls, okay? So maybe you go still with loopy, body, open, okay?
Well, fun fact about Alejandra Cruz, she speaks a little Spanish, a little Italian. Love to see Coach Claudio being able to tell her. I'm not going to try and translate that, but I think it had a lot to do with just, you know, make sure you get that energy out and make sure that you're, you know, keep getting after it. And it'll be interesting to see whether he does do a substitution soon, JY.
Well, there's 2 fun facts that we have learned this weekend. So Ferrari girl can now be called Italian girl.
Yeah.
But you speak Spanish.
I do.
Born in Ecuador.
Yes.
I learned that this weekend, so we can do the Spanish broadcast. We got to call Univision to sponsor this.
Telemundo, right?
Yeah, or Telemundo, yeah.
Yeah, that was a funny little moment yesterday where we both realized that we both can speak Spanish, and all of a sudden it was like, oh, new door open right there, JY.
Week 5, we're still learning everything about everybody, and let's see if Tanya and Alejandra can figure each other out. 16-13, minute and a half left of this first 10-minute bolt. 2 more coming up.
That's such a smart play there by Alejandra. It's very easy to want to go for the 2, but I'd rather just see the high percentage shot and make your opponent miss.
Alejandra's loosening up, starting to feel better, finding that rhythm. The most amount of time she's had, and no surprise, the more she's worked in, the better she's playing. 16-15, screens are yellow, last minute.
Clearly it was all coaching, JY. That timeout came in very smart. Great tactic there by Coach Claudio.
It's a heavy forehand on this court. The court really takes topspin, kicks her. Alejandra's finding her legs there, using that heavy topspin. You see a jump above Tanya's shoulder. 16 all, tied up.
You know, we spoke earlier just about how small the margin is between these 2 teams, and we can see right now, I mean, when I was coaching earlier, the disparity was quite different, but these 2 teams, there's not much between them.
And Tanya hangs on, 18-16. The crowd really appreciating the level of tennis we just saw. Ale Cruz played the entire 10 minutes. Still 18-16, but just a really close first bolt. Some good tennis, too. We're going to take a look at some highlights here, Irina.
Yeah, I think Tanya came out really strong against Sophia Johnson. You know that Sophia is going to be hitting a big ball, but I don't think she could really handle how many balls Tanya was going to hit. She had a few winners right off the bat, got an early lead, but then it was all Alejandra Cruz. It took a little bit for her to get used to the court, get used to the pace, maybe get used to the lights, and she hasn't been playing that much, but it took some time, and she just came out really well.
Yeah, did great first ball, right with great first ball by Tanya and Alejandra there. Luke, you've been courtside watching all the action, and what are you seeing down there?
I got the best seat in the house. I'm telling you, courtside here, you really get the feel from what the teammates are doing, what the coaches are doing, of course, what the players are doing on the court. Tanya is honestly, she's given everything to every single point. She plays a lot of defense, right? Into the corners, keeping a lot of balls in play, but able to really hold off a comeback at the end of that bolt. I think she's going back out to play again. So she get ready for another exciting bolt.
Yeah, well, she's earned the right to go back. I mean, Michaela's been playing well, so we'll see if she's going to see some action. But all the reason to keep it with Tanya. Sophia played solid. I'm interested to see what's going to happen with Jacksonville, right? Do they go Sophia or Alejandra or Annabelle? It's going to be very interesting to see. They're both warming up right now.
I think Alejandra, even though she lost that bowl, I mean, it was just 2 points between them. And I think she knows that she's playing a little bit better as time went by, so I feel like she's just going to keep it going.
Yeah, Sophia started off first for Jacksonville. Small deficit right there against Tanya. So I think if we were to look at how many points Alejandra won, she probably did better than Sophia. So no surprise, she's back in. Maybe that Italian convincing there. Snuck in some words, and she's back in. Second of 3 10-minute bolts. Tanya Sosnskaya near side for Atlanta. Ale Cruz on the far side. We are in Atlanta, Georgia, INTENNSE Arena. Week 5, Marcelo, they're trying to get the fans to make some noise, as they can scream and shout and make as much noise whenever, however here.
both these girls are moving so well, but I just feel like the experience from Tanya is just giving her the edge right now. Alejandra, you just know that she's gonna grind a lot more, but the firepower that Tanya can bring, and she can just spice it up with a few flatter balls. You know that she's just gonna stay in it, but she can flatten it up, hit a couple of winners. She's sneaky like that. Makes it very difficult to play against.
Playing solid, Marcelo urging her forward. 5-point lead, trying to extend it right now, as they know when it comes into the men's singles, there's a question mark behind Kevin King. They want to have as big a lead as possible from the women so he doesn't have to play too much after.
I feel as though there's a substitution coming in soon. I feel as though Coach Claudia is telling Annabelle Thomas to get ready, just because he can feel the momentum. It shifts so quickly.
Big shout out to our sponsors that just came on the bottom of our screen to help us get the Intense season going, first time ever. And also thank you to everyone listening on the Peachtree Sports Network, YouTube and Twitch. Hope you're on the live stream. Stokey Tennis, I know he's there. Keep messaging, come on now. We'll see you very soon.
Oh, wonderful shot there by Alejandra Cruz, getting the winner for the 2 points. But man, that was right close. Look at that. That took about 75% of the line.
Is that out at Georgia Tech?
Yes.
Depends who they play.
It
If it's
depends,
UGA,
yeah.
yes.
100% out.
Well, that's going to check nicely.
Yeah, I love that play by Alejandra Cruz. I love the middle of the court drop shot. It doesn't allow the opponent to really have an angle. And I think there's going to be a timeout here.
Annabelle, you come back in. Okay, ready?
Right now.
You want to serve?
I can serve, yeah.
Make one serve.
Okay.
Let's keep the serve until you win points.
Okay.
As soon as she loses the serve, you return, okay? Better start with return, okay?
You got this, come on.
Okay.
10 times when she runs around the back and on a ball that she can be aggressive, she's going inside in. Okay, so watch out for that ball. And if you see her on the run, ready for that slice, gain a little bit more ground because she can chip the ball really well. I want to make sure that you're low enough on the ball to be able to brush it with finesse. You're doing great. You're doing great. Literally, like, I wouldn't change anything. It's one of your best tennis I've seen. Great variation. Keep the variation. Keep the variation.
Marcelo very happy with Tanya there. Luke, I mean, how much do you want to keep her in at this point? She looked a little tired going into that drop shot.
It's really interesting listening to these two coaches. Both players clearly have played college tennis, because these conversations are college level kind of intellect for tennis speak. Because you talk to a junior this way, it's way too much information. But you can see the coaches are really getting into plays, patterns, those types of things. But fatigue for Tanya, it's real right now. She can't defend, and she doesn't have much on her serve or her ball right now. Normally, she's got a little bit more depth on the ball, a little bit more pace on the rally ball. There's nothing right now. She's running out of fumes. She's running on fumes right now.
And the biggest indicator was when she turned down the interview with you. I knew something was wrong right there. And now we can see a little bit of it. She's going to try to hang in, see if she can find that sixth gear that athletes sometimes can try to find, 23-20. When you have a sold-out crowd like this, you're the home team, you can find that extra gear sometime, and I think Marcelo's banking on that. As Annabelle Thomas is in on the near side, +2. What a way to start.
That's incredible job there by Annabelle Thomas, doing such a good job with closing the net, not letting that ball drop for that beautiful volley there. Great execution there.
Annabelle Thomas been solid as a rock this season. She's been a complete leader for them. Has a dangerous forehand. We'll see how she can manage the backhand right there, but if she finds her forehand, the word she loves to use, courage.
Love that. It's very interesting because if I'm Coach Claudia right now, I'm looking at Tanya, seeing that she's breathing hard. That's when you tell Annabelle Thomas, make her play, make the return, make her play as much as possible until you get the shot you want. You don't want to give away free points like that.
And how hard is that? That's something also the player yourself need to kind of recognize, right?
100%.
You know, you have to make that adjustment. I mean, the coach can't tell you to do everything, right? And I think you need to walk in and understand Players been playing a lot. Sure, the coach can tell them, but you as a player, that
they have to
instinct.
execute 100%. I agree. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see whether he puts Alejandra Cruz again, because she's got the racket ready to go. She's moving around. And so I love the fact that there's unlimited substitution. It just keeps it so exciting.
Tanya playing better. Annabelle, you see the quick sub out, but I do wonder if they would have coached her through that, put some more balls in play. Maybe Tanya, when she's tired, doesn't play as well. Marcelo getting the crowd up. How important is that instinct as a player to say, like, I've always thought that's what takes you from good to great. Okay, you might have your favorite pattern, your favorite game style, but you walk in and you feel the moment to be like, I know I like to do this, but I need to do this right now because of what's happening on the other side of the net, and override it and play with it.
And I think that's an exceptional level of maturity as a tennis player, because you just feel so comfortable with that plan A. You know that it's worked, but like I've said before, there's 25 other letters in the alphabet when plan A is not going to plan. And yeah, I think that there are so many moments when you just want to stay comfortable, but you have to get out of your comfort zone if you want to get to that next level.
29-23, Tanya Sasnouskaya near side, Ale Cruz on the far side. Italian girl now, no longer Ferrari girl, while she builds out her car studying industrial design at Georgia Tech. Trying to get a win here for Jacksonville in Atlanta inside the Intense Arena. 4 minutes left in this second bolt.
And I think that's the first serve that she has missed for Tanya, so that just speaks volumes at how steady she has been throughout these last couple bolts.
Marcelo's JY here. Can you hear me? Tanya's doing great, man. How are you liking this start from her?
Hey, remember I said, when those balls try to shape it a little bit. Phenomenal, man. That's why I'm keeping her in. You know, I feel like right now she's actually embracing the plan. Is brutal because they're playing 3 girls and I'm just playing 1 right now, but she wants to stay in. She's being patient. I just want her to be a little bit more aggressive on opportunities that she's got to step in, because especially against Alejandra, you know, she can make 1,000 balls, so I don't want Tanya to fall for it. Okay. Hey, one more, I'm gonna put her in. You ready, Mick? You ready, Mick?
All right, Marcelo, we'll let you go as you have that substitution. Thank you.
A lot of balls to the middle. Okay, to start with, so you can get some rhythm.
I could speak from experience. It's very difficult to speak to the commentators while you're trying to coach and try and keep it together. You see the substitution there with Michaela Gordon coming in. Smart play there by Marcelo.
And especially with only 14 seconds in between points, right? How tough is that to coach and then you jump in and you hear us, but it's an incredible perspective for the fan to truly hear what the coach is thinking in the middle of the match.
Oh, absolutely. But I think it also, I was speaking with Vicky Flores, and she was on Team Tampa earlier today, and she was telling me that Intense has actually helped her so much. And you know why? She is not thinking. She's just reacting. And I think when you start thinking too much on the tennis court, it can actually be detrimental, especially when it comes to execution.
Well, that's that wonderful state of flow that every athlete wants to try to get to. But with that time in between, as Alejandra Cruz is really stepping it up with the drop shots right there, 30 all, we are now tied. Wow. That state of flow, but with all that time in between the points in traditional tennis, you can think too much.
100%. And if you have timeouts as well, oh.
I think they're going to clarify if it was +2.
Wrong side. I know. Hold on. Stop the clock. Is the clock stopped? What's that?
What's happened?
No, I counted 2 points, but the last time she looked at the clock, it was 30 to 30.
Last time?
Last time she looked at the clock, it was 30 to 30. I counted 2 points.
So now what's happened? 31-30.
It is 31 all.
31-30. Let's go.
Oh.
They're trying to figure it out because Ale counted that drop shot as a +2.
31 all. 1 point
so
to
now
Atlanta.
The problem was the scoreboard didn't track it as +2. It was only tracked as +1. So then Ale went and served on the wrong side because she was playing as a +1. Tough situation for both teams, but
incorrect side. for the score.
Okay.
Lots of drama going on right now, guys.
Michaela just started serving there, but the Marshall, our on-court referee, was
Not
not ready,
said
did
play
not
yet.
start the clock.
You have to wait for the whistle, you have to wait for
We need
play.
to get a little bit more organized.
You have to wait for play.
Let's see 31-31. Let's see if this is the pause that, Atlanta needed.
And now it's 31-all.
She got 2
missed the
points.
serve.
She touched the freaking ball.
She got 2 points.
Are you freaking kidding me? Let's watch the replay.
She missed the serve.
Cannot watch the replay right now.
Why? She missed the serve.
It's 31 all. I had not said play yet. Play.
Tough job there for Marshall, being able to keep the peace there between Coach Claudio and Coach Marcelo.
Yeah, 31-32, Jacksonville on the far side.
Very important, too, if you're on the court, you almost have to just close your eyes and turn around and not really focus on the drama at hand. Just focus on your side of the court.
Well, I think the beautiful thing about this format is you can't think too much, like you were just saying earlier. As soon as you start playing, you got to get rolling, right? Whether you like it or not, I just think there's just not a lot of time to think about the past. And Jacksonville has a lead here, 33-31. Tanya comes back in. A little bit tough scenario for Michaela to come in there. A little bit of chaos and drama, and then didn't get a chance to get her rhythm. Marcelo a little bit frustrated right there, just kind of threw Tanya back in and just was going with what works. And, well, 2 points in a row, 33 all, 30 seconds left.
Yeah, she's fired up. I think this is what she was wanting. She just needed maybe a little bit of a moment, and that's what happens with that experience. Coach Marcelo knows his players. They've been playing week in, week out the last 2 months. And so he's able to just read her body language, read when she needs a moment, and that was a really smart play there.
Just wide out of the forehand down the line, missed it. 34-33, Atlanta's back in the lead. This will be the last point. Bolt 6 just shows that we're a couple inches out, and Tanya's just gonna roll it down. She's just gonna be calm, collected. You know what? I'm gonna take this small little lead.
How about Michaela?
Yeah, 34-33 for Atlanta right there. Again, the seesaw just goes back and forth. All the drama there. Arena, we got to look at some of these replays, see what happens.
Yeah, I think it was, once again, a little bit more of what we saw from Bolt 1. It was all Tanya. I think she just made some right plays, but Alejandra Cruz just keeps getting better as the time goes by, making a couple of smart decisions with the drop shot, using the court, and Annabelle Thomas came in with some hot shots as well, but it was all Alejandra Cruz there for a moment, and yeah, it was just some great tennis, and I think that we're going to see a lot of that in Bolt 3 as well from both of these players.
Yeah, let's go down courtside. Who has Michaela Gordon?
Michaela Flash Gordon, the captain of the team. Did you get to that drop shot?
I definitely hit it on one bounce.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm not sure what happened with that 2 points. I'm going to be put on the board. Yeah.
So talk about, like, in those moments, how do you as a competitor kind of clear your mind and get rid of the distractions?
Yeah, I definitely think just looking to my team, because sometimes it's hard to tell what the actual decision was, but just trying to get back into it really quickly into the next point and make balls again.
How tough is it as a competitor? You're used to getting into a rhythm. No rhythm here. You got to jump into substitute and jump back and forth.
It's really tough. Yeah, I think T has a great rhythm. She's doing awesome. For me, I think just jumping in, you know, being warmed up is really huge, and those first few points are always going to be kind of rough. So I think you saw that.
Get ready to go on the next bolt.
Yeah, let's go.
More women's bolt tennis. Intense coming up.
Bolt 3 coming up for women's singles. Only a 1 point lead. If they win this portion of the overall duel, the women will take $4,000, whichever one, Atlanta or Jacksonville. The men will get their shot at $4,000 right after, while also trying to add on to the team portion. We got Miss Intense Christina G here getting this crowd up out of their seats. Intense has become an absolute prime time show, one of the best environments if you like tennis. 34-33, third and final bolt coming up. Tanya Sosnowskaya on the near side. Sophia Johnson back in for Jacksonville on the far side. J.Y. Abona here, Irina Falcone-Hartman, and Luke Jensen courtside.
Yeah, it's interesting interesting to see someone like Sophia Johnson try and stay with it with Tanya when you know just the matchup is just so different. Sophia wants to try and hit winners, try and make, hit a lot of pace, but Tanya's just too steady right now.
Yeah, and Sophia looked at an unbelievable rocket of a backhand, but forehand does like it a little bit higher shoulder height so she can hit down on it. She's missed two, a little bit stretched, a little bit low. 36-33. You see her, she prepares so early. And there's that touch to just limit it to only +1 instead of +2. Marcelo once again wanting the crowd. Help him get going. 37-33. Home time. Let's go, Atlanta. Oh, great approach, but great defense. That backhand by Sophia. Wrong side to approach to by Tanya. 37-34. Sophia, Old Dominion alumni, got the opportunity to play in the Wimbledon pre-qualifying after the season finished this year at Old Dominion. And now she does not get an opportunity to continue going. Ale Cruz is back in.
You know, before Tanya missed that serve, I was going to say that I've been so impressed with her serving in these last, in the last
but you
3
didn't,
balls.
so
Yeah.
no push-up for you.
No push-ups.
Beautiful slice down the line. I haven't seen too many of these slices from other players today. Set up the forehand nicely, but just missed it wide.
Gosh, it's just there for the taking, right? You just want to go for the winner when, in fact, that's such a low percentage shot.
Yeah, Ale, she has such a great neutral forehand to get that ball high heavy. But what we haven't seen then is the finishing forehand.
Right.
So great, you have a great neutral forehand to set things up, but she hasn't been able to use that finishing.
But to be fair, you can't really finish when you're about 6 feet behind the baseline.
True.
And she doesn't have that much firepower, and you know that Tanya's going to be able to move so incredibly well. And so I think that's what makes Tanya so tough to play against, because she'll grind it out if she has to, but when she has to put a little bit more juice on that, she will.
39-36, Tanya on the near side for Atlanta. Ale Cruz far side for Jacksonville. Seen all 3 women. Annabelle Thomas saw a little bit of action. Oh, the home crowd net right there. No apologies necessary. +2. She'll go back and serve on the same side. Great open stance backhand. We've seen her use that angle a few times today.
I was just going to say, she does such a great job just timing it well, because she's able to use her legs. And Alejandra Cruz's ball is just right in the zone for Tanya.
All right, there's a good forehand right there, but we're going to get a timeout from Marcelo, who's going to give Tanya a breather here, who's been working really hard.
Go to a little towel.
Marcelo, you give Tanya a little timeout there.
T. So remember, okay? I know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to like make a decision whether you should play a little bit more consistent or more aggressive. I need you to do a good job with both. So some of these points are getting a little bit longer than they should, but then when you start being aggressive, you're going for 100, 120, 200, 300, okay? And that's what she wants. She wants to reel you in. Okay, let me just make some balls. She's gonna make a mistake. Remember what I told you. You work the point, you rip one. Doesn't work, work the point again, rip 2. Okay, and you are amazing at the net, but not when you come behind a ball from here.
God, I'm not
yes. So wait for the shorter ball to come in. Let's go, girl.
Great conversation there.
I was just going to say, that's just great coaching. That speaks volumes of Marcelo's experience in that college tennis realm. Love to see it. And look at that energy. I love to see the energy, the fist pump that she's given her teammates. That's just wonderful to see. That's just what you want to see if you're standing in the sidelines.
43-37 Atlanta. Big shout out to everybody joining us on Peachtree Sports Network, YouTube and Twitch, especially those on the live stream. Keep sending your messages. Send it in the chat. Click the follow button as well. We have one more weekend as we finish season 1 after this, and also we come back tomorrow to finish off week 5.
Yeah. You can see Coach Marcelo just getting after it. Huge energy, huge fire, fist pumps from the entire team. And Tanya's just doing such a great job with just relishing the moment and knowing exactly how to play right now.
44-37. She's just rolling her serve in nice and calmly. They're not attacking it, like you said. Ali's just a little too far back. These serves are way too weak to allow Tanya to get into a rally with the way she's playing. Not working for them.
Oof. I like the play, though. It doesn't have to be that good, but I like the change-up, especially when you know that your opponent is standing so far back. There's a reason why she's just rolling the serve in. That's all she has to do. She doesn't want to give the free point away. She knows she's not going to get a winner off the return.
Absolutely. 45-38. 4.5 minutes left to determine who's going to take $4,000. 7-point lead for Atlanta. Ale Cruz seeing the most time she has seen all season. I don't know how much longer she'll play with open stance backhands down the line, you know, falling backwards above the shoulders. How many things can I name that she did wrong there to go down the line? 46-38. There's that great neutral forehand.
See, this is one of those moments. I did like the fact that she was coming to net. I just wish she would do that a little bit more. And that's, man, she does want to really make a splash on the WTA Tour. That's what you have to be exceptional at. Make sure that you're able to get to net. That's what makes those players get to the top 100.
What a change-up. How about that defensive block? I think this is more to just give Tanya a breather. Really smart, but Ale takes it out of the air.
Oh, wow! Coach Marcelo just getting after it. The entire home crowd just behind Team Atlanta right now.
+2, 48-39. Claudia thought the ball was out. Bolt 6 says, Claudia, take a seat.
Yep.
+2 for Atlanta. What defense right there. Tanya's rolling. She's going to ride the momentum. 49-39, 10-point lead. Claudia wants a timeout.
That's a smart play there by Coach Claudio. You know that the Atlanta team's going to be all about it right now. Let's hear what he's got
È
to say.
normale, certe volte tu fai tutto giusto, questo sta giocando come ai primi 10 del mondo, cazzo. Non ti preoccupare, stai facendo giusto. Sei la migliore soluzione comunque tu. Hai fatto bene, c'ha avuto il culo che ha fatto 2 punti col net.
Sì.
Poi un altro culo che ti ha preso il nastro e poi ti ha fatto la palla, secondo me era pure fuori questa.
Sì.
Pazienza, ci dobbiamo 3 minuti.
Ok.
3 minuti. Adesso il focus di 3 minuti con calma, un punto per volta. La possiamo fregare, ok?
Quindi cosa faccio?
Stenda poi, fa la corva e quando puoi drop.
Cruzado.
Oppure quando hai la chance vai a rete, non ti
Well,
preoccupare.
I'm going to use my Spanish to translate the Italian right there, and I think he's trying to tell us, continue to use your heavy forehand right there, get it above your shoulder, and then work your way inside the court. That's the summary.
That's what I was going to say, too.
Perfect.
Yeah, I speak no Italian, but
Well-
that's 100% it.
Well, if 2 of us say it's correct, then it must be correct. Okay, heavy forehand. Thank you.
Just make a lot of balls, right? There it is. See, but it is so tough, you know. I've never lost the point from the commentating booth, but to see Alejandra Cruz getting a little bit more aggressive with that inside-out forehand, trying to approach, but it's almost impossible because Tanya's backhand is just too strong right now. She's doing such a good job with even using her legs, and she does that open stance backhand exceptionally well. Does such a great job with really turning the body.
2 minutes left here, 50-41. J.Y. Abone, Irina Falcone-Hartman. Let's see who's going to take $4,000 before we get into the men's singles coming up. Tanya Sosnowskaya seen 98% of the action today for Atlanta with the big fist pump to her team. Ale Cruz seen the largest person for her team, as she has Claudio, her coach, next to her, trying to get her forward. Minute and a half left. Got the team, but got the women's singles, which is also going to decide a lot of cash right there. So a long night for the team, but the women are running out of time for Jacksonville.
Yeah, it's just been a very beautiful performance today so far by Tanya.
Tanya's feeling it. Never mind.
Push up.
In my mind, honestly, I was thinking Tanya's feeling it. Boom, +2. I envisioned it. Holy moly, was I wrong.
+2 push-ups. That's
+2 push-ups. That should be a term. Last minute here, 10-point lead. I don't see how Atlanta's going to lose the $4,000 here. Especially with Tanya grinding points out, taking the clock down. But Ale, who's not somebody who's going to take court and really take risk. Not a good look for her right now. Tanya's working too much. She found that sixth gear that athletes tend to find when they're home and they're really trying to step it up for their team.
She's doing a good job there. Again, Coach Marcelo, just take your time. You have enough of a lead. She could probably lose 2 points here and still be in a very great position.
Oh, how about that position right there, +2.
She'll end on that. Thank you very much. Oh, she's going to actually go for it?
Does she want more? No.
No, that's all you need.
55-42. Tanya with the stamp on the women's singles. $4,000 going to them before we get to men's singles. What a performance by Tanya to step up. They subbed her out, put her back in. Irina. Wow, let's take a look.
That was just remarkable tennis, and you just felt as though she was just so comfortable. They changed it up, putting Sophia Johnson back on the court, but Tanya was ready. She just knew that she was just going to have to make balls, and she knew that Sophia was just going to be able to hit a lot of errors, and got a little lucky there with a little let, but I think she was just too much for Alejandra Cruz today. Everything was working in her favor. You can see the energy that she was getting from the coach. Yeah, it's going to be incredible to hear from her. Back to Luke.
Yeah, we'll take it down to Luke, see if Tanya's got left something here in the tank for the interview.
A warrior performance. How were you able to pull out those 3 bolts?
It's a big one tonight. I really wanted to do this for the team. I'm super happy that I was able to put us a little bit ahead. Yeah.
How were you able to manage your energy?
It was actually really easy since it's a huge night tonight. A lot of things are at stake. It was really easy. I was thinking about one ball and 1 point, and then I want to bring it to my team.
But you worked so well with Coach Marcelo. You called a timeout, got a little extra break, but he wanted you to be more offensive, and you did just that. How hard is it to change direction or change tactics like that?
I think it actually fits my tennis pretty well. I wish I was a little bit more offensive because today I realized I was a little bit too far behind the baseline. But yeah, definitely having him on the side and kind of being my eyes on the outside of the court was very helpful.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Men's singles bolts coming up. Get ready to get intense.
Yeah, Tanya right there. What an incredible performance for her team. You see this forehand winner right there. Unbelievable stamp. You can see the reaction after just an incredible physical performance. Say how you like that. Great performance in women's singles right there. It was tight in the first 2. 18-16 Atlanta, 17-16 Jacksonville, but right there, 21-9 to give them a 13-point lead overall and $4,000 in their pocket. When we come back, men's singles have their chance coming up.
How are you guys feeling for today? Great. Yes. Awesome. We're about to beat you guys. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
We're about halfway through the season now. Surprises.
I knew it was going to be really loud. I didn't know we were going to have cowbells, like clackers, and horns going on. That's probably the most surprising thing to me.
fans are finally able to express themselves and also be difference makers.
Get him a shovel. We can handle tennis rackets.
It surprised me how much you can use it to your advantage.
Let's go, Atlanta.
You see people trying to mess with the opposing team's serve.
That energy is really fun to play in it.
We learned how to be really energetic and how momentum can take you through the entire match.
Being a good team player comes forward in this format.
The one thing to focus on, I think, as a team is just being super hype on the sidelines.
When I'm going down the score, if my team gets tied, that's where I'm feeling like, ooh, something's fishy going on.
If you're not having fun out there, if you're not smiling, cheering on your teammates, you're not going to get the same out of it.
What is going to make us better this second half of the season, that now the team is very united.
We had already been training together, so going on road trips and going to dinners, you get to meet them and you get to know them a little better.
Let's go!
We've gotten a lot of momentum as the season's continued.
People are getting more relaxed on the court, and I'm thinking, oh, suddenly I've got this pressure.
We don't want to reinvent the wheel.
We're hungry for some more wins.
The fans can only expect the level to get stronger and stronger as the weeks go on.
And there is our crew that makes all this happen and makes us look good and keeps us organized when I forget everything I need to remember. We have Vinny there, Hammer as well, J.Y. Abone, Irina Falcone, Hartman here. Men's singles are going to be coming up. Sam Nicholson, of course, ready to get things started. We're rocking and rolling here. Coin toss is about to get us going with Kevin King and Atlanta facing off. Here we go.
Hello, gentlemen. Welcome to the start of the men's singles. Atlanta is the host, Jacksonville to call.
Tails.
All right, Tails is the call. It is Tails.
I'll return.
All right. Atlanta to serve. Good luck.
Hey, it looks like Sam won the toss there, but gave it to Kevin King. So it's going to be interesting to see for Atlanta. Was he going to start? Were they going to try to protect that knee? They did get the double-digit lead. Marcelo wants more.
Yeah, I just think that, especially coming in, Edward Times is a little bit of a wild card, but you know that Kevin King is going to bring it. You know that he's going to fight for every single point. Fellow Yellow Jacket there, me and him played same year at Georgia Tech, and so I believe in the Yellow Jacket. But Sam Nicholson, you know that he's going to bring it as well. He's just been so solid throughout the season. You see right there.
There you see the +2 Sam Nicholson forehand winner down the line on the far side for Jacksonville. Record-setting performance last time they played, helping his team rack up 84 points. And one of the differences has been, for a few weeks there, he was getting off the starts that were way too slow. Then worked his way in, started playing more aggressive, then finished out good. Clearly right now, he is starting off in a more aggressive fashion from the beginning, cleans up 2 +2 winners. 5-2 lead.
Yeah, I think with this intense league being so intimate, everybody is aware of Kevin King's knee. And so I think you know that Team Jacksonville is going to test it out early. Let's see how much movement there is. Let's see what Kevin King can do.
5-3 there, big kick out wide. Kevin using that serve and volley, loves to come in. People that we love as well as all our sponsors, Solinco, Emory Sports Medicine, that have helped us get this groundbreaking league. Season 1, what an incredible start. Stay tuned for Season 2. Body Armor, thank you so much. Help me rehydrate after this as a random ball wall.
Oh no!
That's just tough.
That's just really unlucky.
That's unlucky. A +2 opportunity right there in Kevin's hands. Ball rolled onto the court. And you have to stop play there. Got to keep him safe.
Hopefully he's able to just use it as, okay, next point, it is what it is. We have to just go to the next point. You have to have amnesia on the tennis court.
That's tough. You go from a +2 opportunity to a fault right there. We only have one serve, one toss. One opportunity here, 6-4 Jacksonville. on the far side, and you see the other score right there, 59-48. So the women's singles played first, and within each category of the duel today, whoever wins that gets $4,000. So Atlanta women won the first one. Men's singles coming up next, but they add on to the overall team score, so they're playing two things at once. Max Benson right there, the fire and energy for the team. Has been the only one that has seen some singles action on Jacksonville, but definitely the double star and their leader when it comes to energy from the bench.
Love to see that from Max Benson, but a little bit of firepower there from Kevin King. Had a big grunt to the crowd, trying to get his body moving too, trying to find a rhythm quickly, because Sam Nicholson is one of those players. He's a little bit erratic, and it's very hard to find a rhythm against him.
Big forehand inside out right there. Sam Nicholson, UNC Wilmington player, racking up +2s, joining us at Intense from England. Stayed with us this summer to experience this new format and has found a great home right here. One of those players that you said, like Vicky Flores earlier, just the format really helps them. They don't think, they just play, and it's really benefited them.
And he doesn't get down on himself. You know, he just missed that bottom of the net. He goes to the next point. You have to forget about the previous point, because it's just really, you have to focus on what's in front of you. And I know that's so cliche, but even in the WTA Tour, ATP Tour, that's what makes these great players so good at tennis. You have to forget about the previous point.
Don't forget to scan that QR code there so you can be one of these fans. The problem is we've been having sellout crowds, so if you're not getting these tickets early, you're gonna miss your opportunity. Maybe you got some tickets left for tomorrow. Maybe there are tickets in for next weekend. Who knows? But one thing is, we're rocking and rolling here at the Intense League here in Atlanta, Georgia. Scan it, give it a shot. Maybe you can join all the fun here. 12-10. Sam Nicholson on the far side, getting some coaching from Sam Nicholson to stay low through the backhand. Marcelo just giving a great vote of confidence to Kevin. And that's a tough kick serve the way he jumps away. If you're a righty playing a lefty, that's a nightmare when the lefty can hit that kick wide.
Honestly, it's just a nightmare playing a left-handed player.
Yep.
I honestly, whenever I knew I was playing a lefty, I wouldn't feel like, oh, that's awesome. It was just mainly, darn it.
It's one of those, even when you win, you don't feel good.
No, you never feel like, oh, that was a clean match.
Timeout, let's listen in.
Sway.
So, JY, who called that timeout?
I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. I was listening to you.
Oh, sorry.
No, I listened.
I know that when you have good feeling, make it, because too many mistakes, that's the line to improve. This is good news, because this is the line to improve. And return is jumping high. Just have to go very decisive into it. You don't want to go like this, you want to go like this, okay? Eyes on the ball, and baseline, you are too high, you have to stay lower. The center of the bounce is lower, okay? Come on.
Sam Nicholson does not show much, does he?
You feeling okay? You're looking good. You're looking good.
I love to see the vote of confidence there by Coach Marcelo with Kevin. It's 12-all,
so like,
first men's bolt. A lot of tennis to be played, JY.
A lot of tennis, a lot of energy there from Miss Intense, Christina G. Getting this crowd ready for Kevin King jumping in here. Continuing to play. 13-12, that kick wise, nasty.
Look, right there.
When he gets on top, he's got to be.
Yeah, when he's on top, he can reach it, yeah.
Oh my God.
It's amazing how this guy.
Oh, dangerous point there for Kevin, surviving. Sam unloading, just misses wide. But he is finding a power that no one has seen this weekend yet.
That's incredible defending there by Kevin.
Good try. Come on. Give me the heavy one, baby.
Marcelo asking Kevin to use that heavy forehand, get it out of the strike zone of Sam. And there you see it right there, player listening to coach.
Good job, good job.
With Sam just timing that rhythm so well so it doesn't get above his shoulder too much. That's just a great shot. Good tennis by Kevin, even better by Sam.
JY, you know what makes Sam Nicholson so good? He's very efficient. He doesn't expend a lot of energy. I'm looking at his serve, and there's not a lot going on in terms of, it's a wonderful serve motion, but I mean, look at how easy that was. He just has so much hidden power in there. It's just so effortless, but it doesn't even look like he's breathing hard.
And there was some confusion there. I think what happened to Sam is just what happens with the fans. They get truly involved. You can scream and shout whenever you want. He heard something that distracted him when he tossed that ball, and you only get one toss, so he had to hit it, but didn't work out for him. 17-15. I'm JY Obona, Arena Falcone Hartman here.
So even if it's one toss, he can hit it underhand still, right?
Well, yeah,
it doesn't have to be an okay.
No, you saw the underhand serves from Quinn Gleason as you were losing earlier today, right?
Right. Yes, you're right. I just didn't know if it's tossed in the air. I didn't know if the rules changed. Yeah, just once again, I'm so impressed with how little energy Sam Nicholson is actually spending out there.
19-15, Jacksonville has the lead in men's singles, 70-61 in the overall. If the men win their portion, they take $4,000. Atlanta took home their share for the women. The men trying to add on to the team portion while also win their $4,000 as Kevin's trying to step up and find the offense. Just missed it long, yep.
Wow. That's incredible stick volley there by Kevin King. 119 in the world in doubles when he played on the tour. That's what made the big bucks right there, JY.
And that's what's going to make him some more right here at Intense. He's feeling it. He's serving and volleying. Sam's playing well. About to say Kevin was serving better. I didn't say it, though. It was coming, though. I think everybody could tell about to compliment Kevin, but glad I held off there. Interesting. Sam choosing to stay back, but now he steps in. This is where he's at his best. He is handling those heavy balls extremely well.
Yeah, actually, I don't get to see Kevin too much behind the baseline. He's one of those guys that is trying to find himself into net, so that does make me wonder how that knee is holding up.
He's doing great, but Max Benson is doing great in the sideline watching Sam Nicholson play some really solid tennis one more time.
That's wonderful energy there by Max Benson. Just getting it done out there. Sam Nicholson, he's just the getting it done guy.
He just gets it done, goes about his business. 20 seconds left. You have no idea if he's winning or losing, but the scoreboard is telling us right now, 22-18. Jacksonville's cutting into the overall deficit. That Atlanta women really put them in, and we're gonna see Sam's gonna walk it in and just take that lead into the break as we finish our first of 3 10-minute bolts. Arena. I think Kevin played all right. Sam played a little bit better, but good tennis from both.
Yeah, absolutely. It was just a 5-point deficit. We'd love to see how much serve and volley action from Kevin King, but Sam Nicholson, like we said, he's just the get-it-done guy. Absolutely no issue hitting aces, just getting ready, getting set, and getting those 2 points for his team. And he was just able to move the ball around so well. And Kevin just didn't really have an answer for a lot of what he was producing, but man, look at that backhand volley that he was able to hit there. It was just some incredible tennis there by Sam Nicholson.
Let's go courtside with Luke, who's got the #1 person on the sideline, Max Benson.
Mad Max, you're in the headspace. You're in the mind of Kevin King. What are you doing on the sideline?
Listen, I mean, I haven't been feeling that good with my tennis, so I know Sam's got to get it done, and then I got to do whatever possible. I love Kevin, but I got to do whatever possible to get a couple free points in there and maybe mess with his head a little bit.
But give us the approach, because in every other form of tennis, you're not supposed to cheer or taunt or trash talk while they're hitting the ball, but here you can. It's encouraged.
Yeah, I mean, at first I kind of was thinking I shouldn't do it, and then I kind of just embraced it, and I'm just running with it. See how it goes.
What are the best? Can you tell when you really start messing them up? Any specific things?
The only time I can really tell if I'm messing someone up is if they give me a little look or a little clap or something like that I actually see. Then I know I'm in the hair.
Yeah, Tanya fault 4 times. I thought that was good.
Yeah, I'm counting them. We're up to 8. Hopefully a couple more.
He's keeping the stats. Go win this next bolts.
Yes, sir.
More bolts, more intense tennis next.
Well, he's keeping stats, but it's hard to keep stats on the impact that he has for his team. The energy he brings uplifts them, the positivity, incredible by Max, helping Sam continue forward with that great performance. Sam got a breather. He's back out there to continue, and Trent Bride for Atlanta on the near side. Hometown boy, UGA All-American, now stepping in to see what he can do against Sam as he tries to save just a +2 right there. Sam's kick serve is nasty on this court.
Yeah, I think Michaela Gordon said it when she came in, just played a couple of points. The first points are always going to be a little interesting, especially if you haven't played yet, you know, just getting used to the lights, getting used to the pace. Sam Nicholson's got a bolt under his belt already. He's playing some great tennis, and so it's a lot of pressure there for Trent Bride to just come in and be ready.
I think this is a good time to throw in Trent. You have a little bit of a lead in the overall. Yes, you're losing the men's singles, and there's 4,000 on the line there. But, you know, in the overall team, you know, they're still up a little bit, so it gives them a little bit of room to breathe. And so you can try to save Kevin's knee for later. And see Ed Times on the sideline there. First time in the league for Atlanta. He's got his racket in his hand just in case. Kevin has his racket down, so I don't know if we're going to see Kevin. Oh, no, he's got it. We'll see how Marcelo wants to handle it. We know what Claudio's going to do with Jacksonville.
That's such a smart remark there, JY, earlier today. The girls kept telling the guys, you have that racket in your hand. You have to make sure that you're ready to go at any given moment. A lot of times it was just, hey, you're substituting right now. I tried to give them a little bit of a leeway, but you know, when they're on a roll, you don't really mess with it. And that's exactly what Coach Claudio is doing with Sam Nicholson right now. If it ain't broke, don't substitute.
Well, looks like Trent Bride was broke as Kevin King is back in. You know, Trent did not get a big opportunity there. And, you know, Kevin's knee is still holding up. He's seen some action, but Sam is only playing better and better. I think their only answer right now is to just unplug the lights here and just shut it all down because he's just not stopping.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Kevin King's able to produce. You really want to try and get high-heavy on the on both wings of Sam Nicholson, but he's just not really allowing Kevin King to really play his game. He's just playing too good right now.
It's the benefit of when you have power, something I never had, where I could play so good.
I feel you on that.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, where these players, we can't take over anything, right?
No.
We can't just say, all right, Kevin, you're a great player, but I'm going to hit it so hard, it doesn't matter what you do. That's why I coached Riley. It was the best thing. No matter what, he was always the strongest guy in the court, so he had a shot.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible to see how much firepower, especially these big ball strikers. You see players like Sabalenka, Madison Keys. I mean, they just touch the ball and it's 100 miles an hour.
It's not fair.
Yeah.
Not fair.
Wasn't meant to be, JY.
Wasn't meant to be. I was meant to be right here next to you, Intense Arena, week 5, 36-19, watching Sam Nicholson put on another performance. It's so hard, you know, when you have such a great performance with the record amount of points he put up. It's hard as a player to now put those expectations aside, right? Because then what happens when you play well? Well, now you expect to play well. What happens? You fall back, right? Because you're just so shocked that you can't keep it up. But he's just found a way to just keep playing. All right, I play great. I don't play great, no problem. And it's unbelievable how he's handling all of this.
It's been impressive, honestly. Seeing it was as if he was made for this. Intense was created for Sam Nicholson, the way he's been able to just hold on to the pressure and be able to use the crowd and just take care of business.
And the other person who's been absolute made for Intense is Luke Jensen, who's experiencing this energy courtside.
Remember Andre Agassi taking the ball early, taking time away from the opponent, and he's hitting his spots. I mean, there's nothing Kevin can do. Look at this point here. And there's a winner. He's a complete player. He's got it from the baseline. He has it around the net. And the big serves, that's improved a lot this season.
39-24, Sam Nicholson over the Atlanta men. 81-79, Jacksonville's now taking the lead in the overall team portion. This is Marcelo's nightmare. They tried to get a big enough lead in the women. The women got it done, got him a double-digit lead, but then Sam comes in and said, not enough.
He's just playing so clean. His fundamentals on his technique, both forehand and backhand, there's just not a lot that can go wrong. And once again, he doesn't even look like he's breaking a sweat, JY.
Oh my gosh.
Are you kidding me? Like, if you're Coach Marcelo, what are you telling Kevin?
Find the outlet, unplug the lights. That's it. It's your #1 job. You ain't winning from the ground. Go do something else. Call John Butler, call the executive director, and just shut it down.
So you know what I would like to see? I would like to see a little chip and charge. A little more serve and volley. You got to change it up. If it ain't working, just change it up. He's standing 17 feet behind the baseline. That's not going to do it today against Sam Nicholson.
Yeah, there's a point where you've seen enough and it's not working. Definitely, yeah. Maybe, you know, do a little Roger Federer, staying close to the baseline, chip it short, make them play from a different part of the court and use different spins. Absolutely.
You know, it's really tough. Because he's so far back, he can hit the ball 100 miles an hour, but it's not going to do much because by the time Sam Nicholson's getting it, he's already inside the baseline waiting for it.
45-26.
You see a couple of grimaces there by Kevin King. You have to wonder how healthy he is right now. Do you do another substitution? I feel like you just have to change it up.
I think you go timeout, then put Trent in, and just give Kevin the longest. Just who cares about? I mean, who cares about saving those timeouts for later? I think just get the most amount of rest for Kevin. That looks a little weak coming in forward. He's trying to do the aggressiveness, but Sam just doing a great job. So impressive the way he's handling balls above his shoulder. That did not look like a beautiful volley, so maybe that's what we're saying. Bring him in on different terms, right? Great cleanup volleys we've seen, but that one was tough with a heavy forehand from Kevin.
But you didn't see, like, 9 out of 10 he makes that. He just didn't do a split step there. I just feel as though he was waiting for it because he sees how far Kevin King is. I'd love for him to do it again. Just, I mean, you could barely see Kevin King on the camera if you haven't. He's just so far back.
Oh my God. This is just stupid.
Oh man.
What's crazy is, like, all right, hopefully I don't jinx Sam, but like you're watching it and you're at a point where if you're courtside, you just don't expect to miss. No matter how hard Sam hits it, you fully expect him to make it.
Just a little bit of a timeout here. I think Coach Marcelo heard you, JY.
Give him a break.
Now or?
Just like if I keep this lead and I'm missing because I'm tired, then yeah.
You tell me now. You want to do some more points?
Yeah, I'll finish it.
Yeah, let's see who they put now. I think he got injured maybe, I don't know.
I'll keep it going for a couple more.
Okay, look at 3-4.
So if you step it in, you can take the ball on the rise. Okay?
Up to the baseline?
Yeah, so you start for the back, make him think you're going to stay there. Because he's serving to your backhand a lot and you're hitting it flat. So it's better for you to take it on the rise. Here we go. Hey, remember, it's all about the team. Let's keep this tight. Let's keep this tight. Overall, it's only 7 points. Only 7 points.
Well, he's going to throw him back in there. He's going to try to play a little bit of chess match with his strategy. Let's see if he's able to implement it with Sam's power. Sometimes you do not get a choice. And there he is. That's what Marcelo was saying. Start farther back, and then as soon as Sam Nicholson tosses the ball, run up, give him that different look. That's one of those things you were talking about, Irina.
He must have heard me too.
He did. He heard us both. He should hire us as assistants.
You know, I think it was a wonderful coach talk there by Coach Marcelo. You could see Kevin King is obviously gassed. You saw him bent over on the bench. You could see that he's struggling a little bit, but it's all about the team, and that's, I mean, he's played college tennis before, but you can tell the knee is just not holding up. And so it's going to be really just strategic here. Just what's the play here?
Since I think since it doesn't matter, right? Just put Trent or Ed in. Since it doesn't matter who's on the other side of the net for Sam. Kevin's not beating Sam right now, so why are you keeping him in? I think rest him, keep him healthy, and put him in doubles.
Yep.
There's no point right now. There's nothing stopping Sam. Just admit it.
And if he's already losing, like what's the difference? Like just put someone else and maybe they can make a couple more balls move a little bit better.
Yeah.
But that's how good Kevin is. That just speaks volumes of the level of tennis that he's able to produce.
Yeah. No, that's the trust that Marcelo has in him, but at some point, like, you got to think about the long term.
Yep. Right. Last minute here of this bolt.
Great performance by Sam, 52-32 in the men's, giving the overall team a 94-87 lead. Trying to serve and volley, kick wide, just doesn't have what it needs. 40 seconds left. Claudia walking on the court to tell Sam, take your time, doing just fine. Kevin's going to try to get one last point. I think he's going to go for a big serve right here, see if he can get the ace. Sam said, no, sir. I'm going to step in and hit an even bigger return than your serve right there. Oh, Sam, he's continuing it. What a performance, continuing. We do have bolt 3 coming up, but let's take a look at bolt 2 there, Irina.
Yeah, that was just, I mean, it was a little bit more of the same from the first bolt. It was all Sam Nicholson, and you could tell that Kevin King is just not up to it with that knee, and Sam Nicholson really took advantage of that. And so it was just, he was able to produce a little bit, but Sam Nicholson was just ready to go, and he was there.
Yeah, Sam did a great job, and he's going to give us a second here with Luke courtside.
I'll tell you, the marathon man's on fire. What isn't working? Well, tell me, I mean, you're in this groove right now. You can't do anything wrong. What's going through your mind?
Just try and keep it going, you know, and make sure I continue enjoying. You know, I'm having fun, so. Yeah.
What do you find on the other side? I mean, they're running Kevin. Kevin's got that lefty serve. He's trying everything, staying way back. But you seem to be making the quick adjustments.
No, I mean, if I had this serve, I keep on swinging it wide and coming in behind it, you know?
You know, this entire season, you keep improving. What has Intense Tennis done to your game?
Yeah, a lot. I mean, working with Coach Claudio as well has improved my game. Hearing all the feedback, hearing the other coaches talk about how to beat Sam has improved my game. But the format, the quickness, you know, it's helped.
Keep going. Get another bolt. He's going for the cash. The cash. Bolt number 3, men's singles coming up.
That's really interesting what he said, the reverse scouting. And not a lot of players want to go that far and take a look inside, hear the criticism, hear the other things that other coaches are saying. He's clearly watching the tapes, hearing the broadcast, hearing what other coaches are saying. J.Y. Abona, Arena, Faikoni Hartman. That shows the maturity right there from Sam.
That was incredible. Honestly, my favorite part of that interview was when Luke asked him, what isn't going right, and he just laughed, because right now everything is working for him. He's doing all the right things. I mean, I think he's seeing the ball. It's as big as a beach ball, and he's staying in his zone, not really getting too high, not getting too low, just making sure that he sticks with the fundamentals. And my favorite thing about that, he said the word enjoy. He just wants to enjoy being out there, but how can you not enjoy when you're winning so as well as he is?
All right, well, I'm going to have to call it out right now. I don't agree with Kevin being back in right now. I think this is a straight up, this is a mistake.
I agree.
I think that at this point, what have you seen from Kevin, whether he's healthy or not? Let's just say he's fully healthy. He's getting smashed by Sam right now. So why keep him in there?
I don't know, and I'm curious to see what the reasoning is, but also I'm telling you as someone that has been in that position as a teammate, seeing this when your coach is just not calling on to you, that really beats your confidence up, because it means you'd rather put an injured player
getting his ass kicked.
Yes, instead of putting me, give me a shot, coach. Like, just put me out there, even if it's for a few, even if it's to get him going.
59-49, Sam Nicholson, Jacksonville on the far side. 101 to 89 in the overall team. They were down going into this when Atlanta Women's gave them the lead. But Sam Nicholson came on as strong as he has all season and playing absolutely great. Kevin King, we were wondering how his knee's going to hold up. He's clearly held up enough to be playing most of the time, and he's kept him in, but the level's just not there, right? And we'll see how this is going to be managed for the last 8.5 minutes before we have doubles coming out.
I think it also speaks volumes of just as a competitor. I mean, how many times do you remember just playing when you had an injury so bad where you know that you should not be on the court, but you're like, you know, I'm doing it for the team.
Yeah, it shows how much Kevin wants to try to, you know, get his team moving forward. He'll play through that, and we have a quick timeout, but we'll follow up on this after.
Regroup, then we try again, and if you still need, when you need like this, what do you mean? When you need like this?
Like I'm good.
Oh, you're good?
Yeah.
Okay. But I think also to break his, when he start to make serve, I like to break his rhythm, you know?
Yeah.
Eye on the ball, go back to serve, and make the serve, and first move in. When you really like clear chance, you go for the winner. Okay, yeah, you miss a backhand because two stretch legs. A little bit bend knees, then it's perfect. Okay, let's go.
Some great conversations there with Sam and Claudia going back and forth. So what I was going to finish on, Irina, there before Claudia interrupted me with this timeout, was, you know, you think about it, you know, if you're, let's say, go back to traditional tennis. You're up 2-1, but you just got injured and you're down 4-love in a double break. You want to try to finish the match. Are you going to make a push to try to make it down from 4-love, 5-love? Probably not going to win that set, but you got a new set coming up. Try to save yourself a little bit so you can make a big push in the next set, right?
Right.
So that's what I wonder here. Why not save Kevin a little bit, put somebody new so that they can make a big push in doubles where you can really rack up the +2s. This men's singles, it's gone. It's over.
I mean, I agree with you. I just wish I could get into Marcelo's ear right now and be like, hey, just tell me what the process is. What's the thinking here? What's the reasoning behind these choices?
Yep.
But yeah, I'm just, you know that they need him for doubles and they need him fresh. So I don't get it.
Yeah, and if you're Trent and Ed and you're on the sideline watching this, like you said earlier, that shows very little confidence in them right now. So we'll see how they handle it moving forward. 61-40, 7 minutes left to finish off the men's singles portion. We got all three doubles formats coming up after this. Women's doubles, men's doubles. We'll finish off with mixed doubles. It's 103-95 in the overall portion. To remind everyone, these are the two best teams in the league. The winner for tonight will take full control of their championship destiny. Kevin King with a +2 winner right there. Knows what's on the line. He's going to put his body on the line. They know that championship is so close. It's under their control if they can win tonight. They're going to make a big push here. 103-98.
I think that's also what keeps Kevin on, because if you look at the score, I mean, they are only down by 5. And so he's just trying to, like he said, just make it as tight as possible, because you want the pressure on Jacksonville right now. There is a lot on the line, like you said, JY. And so maybe that's the reasoning behind it. He just wants to keep it as close as possible.
And for those of you that are tuning in for the very first time and you see these multiple scores there, so we have the 3 categories within the duel: women's singles, men's singles, and then doubles. Whichever team wins each category, they take $4,000. So Women Atlanta, they got the women's singles, got the men's singles going on. Men's doubles will be coming up after that. $4,000 for each, and then it all comes together in the overall team as they add up all the scores at the end. So still a lot on the line, even though the men's singles is going to be out of it. And there he feels the knee right there.
See, but he's won like the last 4 out of the 5 points. So, gosh, that's got to be so tough for Coach, because he knows that Kevin can bring this kind of tennis. But once again, to what extent do you want to put your player out there? Because you can get even more hurt, you know?
Yep. These are the problems that Sam Nicholson presents coaches and other teams. What do they do against them? Who goes in? How do you manage? What do you strategize? No one's been able to find something that really works. Yeah, what a backhand defensive down the line with Sam, Luke, courtside. I mean, what would you do against Sam Nicholson right now with, you know, how do you handle this?
So many interesting dynamics right now, because what you guys talked about, the overall score, it's only 4 points right now, and the doubles really, you got to go with Atlanta. But how much is left in Atlanta right now? Kevin is hurting. This isn't, I mean, I don't think he's out of gas. I think that knee's getting worse by the point. Use a triple threat, right? Run some rotations from the other 2 guys to kind of like lessen the pain. I mean, still 4.5 minutes. This could get really bad, and you're expecting Kevin to play doubles and mix. That's a lot for one night. In the state he's in, right?
I'll be a little bit more patient.
Yeah, Luke, you can't see what we're looking at right now, but Coach Marcelo is just tapping on that knee from Kevin King, and you could see that he's in a lot of pain, like you said, Luke.
Okay, because not only raises the percentage of serves in, but it gives him less angles to attack you. Let's go. Claudio told him to go to your backhand a lot on the run. Okay, yeah. And you got this too.
You can see here he was going for a bit of a big serve there, but you can see him tugging at it. Obviously, it's hurting. We really don't know the intensity of the pain, but man, he is fighting through it like a champ.
And he tried to jog it out, but you could tell there was a limp in the jog.
Yeah.
He was not limping when he was jogging out earlier tonight. We'll see how they handle it. 64-46 in the men's singles, but 106-101 overall. And Sam with the drop shot, be like, you're gonna play when you're hurt? I'm gonna try to run you.
Smart play. I would do the drop shot again and again and again if I'm Sam Nicholson. Just keep testing the knee out.
There you go. He probably normally wouldn't go for that forehand down the line on the run there. Low percentage giving that lefty the forehand cross court, but it put Kevin on the run first. And that was a successful game plan. And you see he tried to move out there, limped out there. 67-47, 109-102. Claudio pointing to his head as he looked at Sam to say, stay focused, stay focused. Big opportunity here. Big opportunity for those that want to play in this arena. You think you got an opportunity to play with the Sam Nicholsons and the Kevin Kings and be inside the Intense Arena. Well, you got one more shot next Thursday and Friday. Challenge Series. Scan that QR code. Anybody can sign up, and they got a shot. The top 3 will qualify. And Kevin King is trying to show the world he still got some. Oh, Sam Nicholson once again. Kevin putting it all out there. Great effort. Good hands by Sam there.
He's just got the answer for everything that Kevin's throwing at him. Love the energy that he's able to produce from his teammates right now. And it's really, it's the Sam Nicholson show right now.
Jacksonville team tried to get a clap going from the fans, but welcome to Atlanta. You're not the home team here.
You know what's also tough? I'm looking at Kevin King just taking his time. On the actual Pro Tour, you have 25 seconds, so that's what makes it also so much more exciting. There's just so much more on the line. You have to just be able to produce in less than 14 seconds. That's a lot.
God, Sam,
Are
great.
you hurting every time that he goes from left to right? Because I'm hurting a little bit
I know.
every single time.
A part of me wants to be happy for how well Sam's playing, and then I look to the other side and I'm like, gosh, somebody stop this.
Right.
Throw in the. I want to throw in the towel right now. Yeah, that minute and a half left. This men's singles will definitely go to Jacksonville. Let's see if they can tack on more. They have a double-digit lead now in the team portion.
You know, I'm thinking about it now, too. It can be also a little bit tough if you're Sam Nicholson, knowing that your opponent's got an injury. I don't know if you ever remember playing against someone that you knew they were injured and you knew that they were not 100%.
I played a little tennis, and I was, come on.
No, I know, but do you remember playing against someone where you're like, I know you're not 100%. That can actually mess with you a little bit because you know you're like, I shouldn't lose any points to this guy.
Yeah, when I beat my dad for the first time. I remember that.
Excluding that one time.
Big forehand right there by Sam, racking it up. 116-105, 11-point lead. Final 30 seconds before doubles comes up next.
See him on your screen, JY. That's how far back he is. You see that?
Big inside-out forehand. That's just not where you want to be against Sam, especially when you're hurt. Another +2 right there, close to the record-setting performance he had in week 4 of 84. He's got 76. Probably should have made that to make it 78. Misses it. I think Jacksonville is going to forgive him for that as he helps his team get the men's singles win 76-51, but also give them a double-digit lead in the overall portion. In the arena, we're going to get to some highlights here in a second, but it's going to be all Sam Nicholson.
I mean, it's more of the same. You guys are going to hear it again. It was just Sam Nicholson. Kevin King shouldn't have probably been playing this bolt, but I mean, there's just no answer right now with how much Sam Nicholson's just feeling the ball. He's just been so steady, so rock solid, and so he's just getting it done out there.
Yeah, great job by Sam, but we're going to get the thoughts of Kevin King, who had to go up against Sam, who's with Luke Jensen.
Yeah, Kevin, thanks for your time. How bad is it?
Sam played great tennis there. I think felt like we did a good job that last bolt, staying in there, not letting it get too out of hand like last time we played. But all credit to him, he played well.
You got the women's doubles, now you get to rest a little bit, but again, how's the knee?
Good, great. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, now you love this doubles, okay? You got different formations. What is it going to take for you to physically play in these mixed doubles and men's doubles bolts?
Physically fine. I think it's just got to stay aggressive, fly all over the net, and chase those 2-pointers.
Look at that warrior mentality. Go get him, go get him. Come on. That's what it's all about, playing with pain.
That's what it's all about, but I think Sam Nicholson was just happy with how those things went. He just dominated all the way through and just built it up right there. 23-18, but then double-digit leads in the men's second bolt, and then in the men's third bolt right there, 76-51. But then overall, Atlanta gave them the double-digit lead for the women's singles to get started. Sam Nicholson for Jacksonville comes back and absolutely dominates, gives them a 118-106 lead. We come back. Can Atlanta make a comeback after this performance by Sam Nicholson?
I'm just trying not to mess things up. He's always trying to give me some grief.
Excited to compete against him. Good luck.
I know he's gonna be at his best as he wants to win.
There's not many people on this planet that knows my game more than Manny.
was a learning experience, but it was fun.
It was great to play against him and also great to get a win over him.
Yeah, I think Intense in this format, it just provides a great opportunity for young players to really just to make a little bit of money.
Obviously, coming in not having won one yet, it makes you hungrier to win one, and it's time to bring it, time to get a win.
The Tampa is the team that you should be scared of, you know?
Oh.
So
okay.
Don't get too confident, don't get too cocky.
I think it got super close in the end there. I'm just so proud of the team, first of all. Like Sam, amazing job in the men's singles.
I had a good game plan coming in, and I stayed within myself.
I would like to take my hat off to Sam. I think he pulled out a few good shots at the right times, but in general, I just felt like it was an uphill battle.
The bench we were so high.
It gives you energy, and it helps you stay in it when it gets tough.
That was the main difference tonight.
There it is, the production crew behind the scenes, now in the front seat right there for the world to see all the hard work and everything they had to manage as we come back here in the Intense Arena. Women's doubles coming up right now. Jacksonville came into the men's singles, down double digits, took a double-digit lead themselves. I'm J.Y. Abone, Irina Falcone-Hartman, and coming up right now, women's doubles championship is on the line. Whoever wins tonight controls their destiny. We will see how it comes up. Tanya Sosnitskaya, Michaela Gordon, and Miss Intense right there. The in-arena energy. She has been a star, keeping these sold-out crowds just rocking and rolling. And we'll see how the tennis goes next. A round of applause right there for Miss Intense. We're gonna go down to the coin toss here to get women's double started.
This is the start to our doubles bolts. Atlanta, the home team, Jacksonville to call the toss. Tails is the call. It is heads. Receive. Jacksonville to serve. Good luck.
Final portion of the night. Women's doubles first, men's doubles after mixed doubles to finish. Annabelle Thomas, Sophia Johnson on the far side for Jacksonville. Michaela Gordon, Tanya Sosnitskaya on the near side for Atlanta, the home team. They need a win if they want to have any control over their destiny.
JY, did you ever receive or did you want to serve when the coin toss came through?
No, I had to receive. I was so nervous. I was so bad. I got broken 90% of the time. So I needed a game to like just play like crap, and then so I could at least play a little bit better. So that was me. What about you?
Yeah, I loved to receive, not because of the reasoning that you said, but more just because I felt as though there was a lot more opportunity for me to release that energy and get a little bit looser, just because I was able to kind of rip on the serve. There's just so much more pressure. And, you know, as we said, we're not dropping 120s every single time.
Well, exactly. That's why I didn't want to serve. I dropped a 78-mile-an-hour slider, and I'm nervous as hell. And I was like the Ale Cruz type. I needed a little bit of time to find my rhythm. Like I played so many third sets in college because like I just lost the first set.
Gotcha.
But I was fine. I wouldn't panic. I don't know how I would do the Intense format here.
They'd have to bring you in for like mixed doubles at the end.
Yeah,
ready to go.
I'd be that name that was good on paper but never played because I just didn't have the game style for this.
Gotcha. All right, first drama of the women's doubles right now. See Coach Marcelo trying to see what happened there with Marshall.
I think so, because every time he goes in the alley, yeah.
And they're going to check something here within the scoreboard in the Bolt 6
Except for
calling.
singles.
It seems like something is a little bit off.
Good start, girls. Good start. Good start.
Marcelo right there trying to get things going with his team.
Okay. When you serve, a lot of that, a lot of this. Don't be afraid. Okay? I prefer to see you maybe the first two missing, but I see, wow, she's getting after. Because then that loses you up. Okay? Going up like this, no, stop that. And I like that you're maintaining the serve. No, but here's the thing. No. But here's the thing. Because she's going to make the serve, but she's not going after it, they might attack you. Be ready. So sometimes it might be better for you to be back here, and as they're hitting, you're moving in. Okay, so you don't get caught.
To you guys at the net. Let's go.
$119, 110, 4-1. Atlanta got things started in women's doubles. The crowd getting ready as we get the action back started. We see, I think this is the first ever wave here at the Intense Arena. Each week we are making some groundbreaking results, and this is a new one. The energy behind Intense has been insane to see how it's been building over the last few weeks. So much fun, and tonight's been so much fun to see this, big event come together.
You're making waves, JY. That was a missed opportunity there, right? Come on. That was there to be had.
Well, if you want to make waves and be a part of this and help us make some groundbreaking stuff, come out here, scan that QR code. Can't come tonight because we were sold out, so you're too late. But maybe you can come tomorrow. Maybe you can come next week for our final week. As we got the ATL chant going, they threw Quinn Gleason's New York Yankees hat away. It is all ATL right now as they are trying to push themselves back in it. And Sam Nicholson resting, pouring the water on his hair. He's just trying to cool down a little bit. He played all 30 minutes in men's singles. What are you going to be looking for here, Irina, from Jacksonville, with Annabelle and Sophia in?
I think the biggest thing is trying to maintain that lead. You just want to keep it close. You want to keep that momentum going, especially after the performance that Sam Nicholson was able to deliver. That's exactly when you want to come in as a teammate and say, you know what, I got your back, Sam. We're going to deliver as well. And so I think it's going to have to be big energy from Annabelle Thomas and Sophia Johnson. And from Michaela Gorda and Tanya, I think she's got to use all that confidence that she gained from the singles and really bring it into doubles as well.
Atlanta crowd is trying to get Atlanta going right now as Jacksonville in the men's singles just absolutely dominated, but Marcelo's doing a little bit of samba right there to try to change the trajectory of this match and bring them back in it. He might have had a caipirinha on the side before we put the camera on him. Smart man. He was probably not very happy after what happened in men's singles. What a backhand.
Yeah, I'd love to see that, though. Just go at the net player, even though you're out of position, and you know that you can whale the ball like that and go right at them. Let's see what they can do.
So I didn't have a two-handed backhand, but can you explain how difficult it is to just totally release your hands on that backhand right there? I mean, how hard, the way she hits it that hard is insane.
It has so much to do with that like body turn as well as the legs. I mean, there's just so much to be said about a good, fundamentally sound backhand. And I mean, whenever I see Sophia make that backhand takeaway, I know it's going to be a good shot.
And Luke, I think you had a two-handed backhand, didn't you?
Well, a two, a hybrid one, whatever.
You hit them all,
right?
Lefty, righty, you just did whatever it took to win.
Well, yeah, but I will say, going right at the net player firm, with a firm, solid shot, with this dynamic here in this court, the crowd that's in the end zone, right? They're wearing different color shirts, tops, and everything. You lose the ball within the fan base, so it's easy to get them to miss it or lose the ball at some point while the ball's coming right at you. So it's a real good play to throw something really quick on the net player across the net.
And that's that on-court experience right there. You walk on the court, these are some of the things you can't really see if you're not in the arena. The experience of Luke Jensen just being on the court there and seeing what these players are going through as both 6 shows us that ball was just long, but Michaela there with good hands. Great inside out volley.
Yeah, should be happy with that little cat and mouse game with Sophia Johnson. Also, you know, I loved what Luke was saying about going right at the net person. It also keeps them honest. It doesn't allow them to have a lot of confidence to poach. And I think that's also very important. You want to make sure that the net player on the other side of the team does not feel so comfortable going as much.
Michaela tried the underhand serve. The clock was running down on her. 124-113 in the overall. First place in the league on the line here. Big-time tennis from both teams, but the stamped forehand right there by the courageous Annabelle Thomas. Great finish after a great rally.
Love to see it. And you know what the thing is, JY, even if she would have gotten her hand on it, it would not have been a great shot. I think it also sets up Sophia to be ready for that next shot if Michaela Gordon wouldn't have been able to put her hands on that.
You see how many points have been won by attacking the net person. Yep. So the strategy works. Unforced air return by Annabelle. Michaela Gordon on the near side serving for Atlanta. 125-116. You see that score 10-7. That reflects the individual doubles portion. Whoever wins the doubles takes home $4,000. Jacksonville men took it in the singles. Atlanta took it in the women's singles. Got the doubles here. Also have the team going on. Wow, big point. It slides right off the line. That's when you got that little bit of a different paint job right there. Just slides right through. Tough thing to happen.
You know what's also tough? I bet Michaela Gordon really loves playing the backhand side on the doubles court. So it's tough when both players have such good backhands. Like, who do you choose that goes on that side? But a smart play here. Give yourself some room to work with, to get inside, get comfortable. Even though she missed it, I still think that's the right play. Have her do it again. You want to make sure that you're comfortable at net. You don't want to be a sitting duck there and just be an easy target for your opponents.
Yeah, it's tough. Like, it's hard to see the ball with the fans so low, scoreboard low. Ooh, just missed the inside-in winner. And Michaela did have a good look at that ball. I just missed it, but it was a cleaner hit. She's looking for a ball here. 4 minutes left in the women's doubles. 5 seconds left. 4. She's going to get it off. Only 14 seconds in between points here.
Yeah, I like the fact that Annabelle Thomas decided to do a little chip and charge there. Just give them a different look. Granted, Jacksonville is just down by 3, but you just don't want Atlanta to feel like they can climb and claw their way back into this match.
You see all the returns going back to the net person. So successful.
I'd be interested to see if they just do 2 back, if they'd be able to win a few more points there.
Again, big return going at the net person. 14-11 Atlanta in the doubles, but 129-120 in the overall. In week 2, when it came down to it, they played, came down to the last point.
Whoa. Oh, I think he dropped the ball over there and called it out. I think they're going to have to do a replay there.
Yeah, both 6 got confused because the ball was being rolled down the court there, and so that threw off the system. Here's that 2 back that you were talking about.
They must have an earpiece because that's the right play. I like it.
Well, I think they turned it off in men's singles because they didn't listen to us.
That's incredible hands there by Tanya. Down the middle, solves the riddle. Great play. I love the fact that they decided to do the 2 back and just work their way in to make themselves comfortable. Once again, Coach Marcelo telling them, do 2 back again. also gives you less pressure if you're the server, because you know that you have to produce a good serve if your partner keeps getting tagged at the net.
You want to hear a funny story? Talking
Obviously.
about leaving serves hanging at the net. I played doubles with Kevin King once, finals of a pro event.
Okay.
He left the serve hanging in the middle of the court. I tried to poach. I saw a big forehand coming too late. I actually got knocked out, had a concussion. Yeah.
Sorry, you shouldn't laugh at that. That's not funny.
No, I couldn't drive to the airport. Somebody had to drive me. And yeah, I was seeing stars. Side of the head, right there in that temple where they say you don't want to get hit. That actually happened. Yep.
Oh my God, I should not be laughing at that. But
Yeah, thanks.
the thing is that I'm seeing the visual in my head, and it would just look like a cartoon kind of thing happening in slow-mo as well. Oh man, I feel for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But hey, I mean, look at you making the finals with Kevin King. Well done.
I made it to the finals because of Kevin. We got knocked out because of Kevin. So.
And this has nothing to do with her volleys because of her serve. Has nothing to do with her volleys. It's a tough situation for you to be in, and then they're going to pick on you. It doesn't matter how good your volleys are. If this is floating, they can hurt you. It's silly to be that.
Marcelo explained to Michaela right there why they were playing two back. It's one of these things, it's such a fast format, you don't have time to explain your coaching. You coach first, explain later. And so he's explaining why to go to that two-back format. 130, 125. Winner of tonight takes full control over the ability to win the first ever Intense League. This is huge. The season series is split. When they met in week 2, it came down to the very last point, and it's going to be close again tonight in front of a sold-out crowd.
That's wonderful job there by Tanya, just making sure to follow the volley. It's so smart of her to do it, and got the +2. Love to see the energy there by Coach Marcelo there with Team Atlanta. Make that 2 for 2, JY.
+4 now. She is ready at the net, staying up there. Don't need two back. Hello.
Yeah, do it again. If it ain't broke. You got to think Team Jacksonville's got to throw in the lob right now. Give them a different look.
On fire right now. Tanya looking at Jacksonville saying, how you like that? On a roll.
It's been a minute. Atlanta's got the lead, JY.
They have the overall lead, not just in the doubles, but in the team until you jinx it. Now it's tied again, but at least they brought it back. Last 35 seconds, they've really taken a toll here.
That's incredible. The momentum has clearly shifted to the home team right now.
The momentum, the energy, everybody feels it. Even Jacksonville feels it right now. 20 seconds left, two back, unloads on the forehand, just misses, but Atlanta's loving this. They were down double digits, back in it. Oh, good poach though.
Right play.
Good poach. That's a good way to try to finish. Good aggressiveness. Didn't work out. Down one in the overall team, but won that women's doubles. That's a way to step it up. They're playing good, boom, playing great, Irina.
That was just an incredible job there by Tanya and Michaela to really shift the momentum towards them. They started off a little rocky. It was all Team Jacksonville, but I think they changed up the strategy a little bit. I think Michaela Gordon was getting too much, getting tagged at the net, but they just changed it up a little bit, and the momentum shifted once again. And it's just down by 1 point, JY. It's really cutting it close to the wire.
Yeah, great job right there. And let's go listen to Michaela and Tanya from themselves.
Yeah, Michaela, what a master class in women's doubles. When things are kind of not going well, changing position.
Totally. I think in such a short format, you kind of got to go with what's working, and it's T at the net and at the baseline, and then me at the baseline.
There's so much really good movement. Talking about movement, you're a net machine.
I am.
You are. Now, what's the key to being a real good net player?
Reaction.
Reaction? Well, you're setting up. She's serving into that body. You get the poach, but you got to take your time.
Yes, the setter, the baseliner is actually the one who's doing the job. I'm just putting the balls away.
It looks pretty good. And the fans are into it. Talk about these fans.
Yeah, it's so fun hearing them screaming in the middle of the point. I love it. I way prefer it to like silent, so it's great.
Congratulations. Get the guys going. Let's go. Men's vault and doubles coming up next.
Men's doubles coming up next. Man, 133 to 132, Irina. Are we going to see it come down to the last point once again?
That's what I want. I think that's what the fans want. That's what the viewers want. I think that's what makes this league. It's just so exciting. It can really come down to the wire. And look at how quickly it shifted from the men's singles and then the women's doubles to be able to get that lead back. I mean, they were down by like 25 at one point, and so for them to be able to claw themselves back into the game, it's a remarkable job. Great job by Team Atlanta women.
Well, and this is what's so fun about having doubles last, right? So, you know, we have a lot of great tennis that gets things started, but the fast pace and the +2 format, things can go in so many directions when you get to doubles. It's exciting for the fans. It's exciting for us. Great job by the Intense League to put doubles last. Men's doubles is going to be coming up next. Kevin King and Trent Bride on the near side for Atlanta. And no shocker on the far side, the best doubles duo of the season, Max Benton, Martin Gutierrez, the energetic leaders, but also the doubles leaders. Martin to serve it up as Capitan. Big kick, but even better return as Trent looks for it to the side and said, how you like that?
I love to see it. Big fist pump after that, too. That's the kind of energy that you want to bring coming into this men's doubles.
All right, and there's Kevin King springing upwards, knee rested, feeling better. Martin couldn't react fast enough. Again, 9.5 minutes in this second of 3 10-minute bolts and doubles. Mixed doubles to finish. Atlanta, great start on the women's doubles. Did an amazing job to get them back into this overall duel. Bride just misfiring on that forehand, but the people who have not misfired have been the people who have chosen to support us and get this league off the ground. Turn to Grip, Body Armor, Emory Sports Medicine, Acrotech, thank you so much. Trent Bride fired up, big come on right there. 1 point lead only for Jacksonville right now.
You know, I know that there are 4 players out here, but I really think it's gonna come down to what Kevin King can produce out here, JY, because you know that Max Benson and Martin Gutierrez, they're gonna bring it. They're gonna make it happen. They're gonna get the crowd involved. You can see how fired up they are. They want to win this so bad, and so I'm really curious to see what Kevin King can produce out here. He can do that.
He can do that. That's how he's going to respond. The good part in doubles is there's not a lot of movement. You can stay within a smaller area and create a lot of damage with forehands like that. And he's going to clean up right here with a great kickser by Trent. And just when you said, what can you do, Kevin? Well, how about 4 points right there for Atlanta?
Is that -4 push-ups, I think, JY?
No.
I think that's -6 push-ups, actually. Because that's just an incredible job there. Great job by Trent Bride to set him up at net. I mean, the wingspan on this guy, it's ridiculous.
7 points in a row. There's that no-let rule. If it hits the net but goes in, you play it. 142, 139. Oh, Martin, even better with that backhand return. Missed so much time earlier in the year with torn ligaments, falling in an intense preseason, lands on that left wrist, hit slices for like 3 months, comes in, hit backhands the first week of the season. That's when he hit his first backhands. I'm sure to see himself hit a backhand like that makes him feel really happy in a big moment.
Yeah, absolutely, especially when you have Kevin King at the net. Yeah, I love that. Again, he's going right at Max Benson. Once again, you don't want your opponent at net to feel as though they're super comfortable there and they have the ability to poach. So great job there. A little bit of confusion here.
The scoreboard needed to update to let him know which side to serve on. 6.5 minutes left coming up. Only one serve opportunity here, and he misses that. 143, 143, 37-25, where you see that second score. Whoever wins the doubles portion gets $4,000. But that just adds on to the overall score of the day. Whoever wins that overall score of today will be in full control of winning the Intense Season 1 championship. That's a big forehand going right at Kevin.
See, you know, this is what I love. He does stand so close to the net, but that can also be quite detrimental when you're hitting the ball as clean as Max Benson right there.
And that's a forced error by Trent. Moving early, covering the middle, forced Max to hit it too perfect. Great move by Trent.
Smart play. I just love the commitment from these guys to go for it. Because it's very easy to just not necessarily fully commit. So just making sure that you are just completely determined. You pick your target. You have to have confidence in your footwork too.
Martine loves to go for a serve, stays aggressive, just misses it. Who can blame him with some of the returns that Kevin's hit? Wanted to try to step it up a little bit more. Oh, wow. In a way, that was an incredible, that was actually a really good return. Just barely snuck it over the net, but Trent, very aware, tapped it away.
Smart job by him not touching the net too, JY.
And again, that's so low, he's so close, it's awkward. How do you follow through with that? Which goes to your point about how impressive it was. He didn't touch the net before. This time, trying to avoid the net, he missed the volley. Not allowed to touch the net in Intense. That's one rule that stayed from traditional tennis to here. Atlanta still with a 1-point lead in the overall team.
Lowest percentage shot, highest part of the net.
Surprised that Martine went so far back for that one.
Yeah, I mean, you go for the lob. You know Kevin King's at net. You show him a different look. I mean, it's so easy from up here, JY, right? We're not getting the serve coming at us. Oh, Max heard me.
See. Well, your plan worked, right? You've had two plans that have worked extremely well. Attack the net person, and then lob them right there. Irina, there's a reason we brought you back as the challenge team coach. You're the only one to have come back twice. You did something right.
No, I love to see it, and I love to see the energy that's coming from Kevin King right now. He's really getting the crowd involved, and gosh, I mean, they're playing some really smart tennis out there.
Oh, but Martine says mine is smarter. Forehand winner +2. 154, 149, still a 5-point deficit.
And Marathon Man is back. Sam Nicholson at net.
I think this might be his first action in doubles the whole season.
Wow, that's incredible.
I do not think Sam has played a minute of doubles this season. Very interesting moment to put him in. Claudio, well respected in the tennis industry as one of the best coaches ever. Let's see how this works out for him.
Especially 3 minutes left. You know that Max Benson is an incredible doubles player, and I'm very interested to see what the reasoning was behind there.
We know the last time Max was here, he had mentioned he was wearing a knee brace himself. Maybe his knee's feeling a little bit.
Maybe.
He just hit it a little bit better, so we can call Kevin's out because he's wearing the knee brace, so it's obvious.
But you can tell how uncomfortable he probably is on the court. When Martine was returning there, they were doing 2 back on the return, so that just maybe shows that he's not too comfortable at the net. But he's just so steady, JY. You know what he's going to produce? He's going to hit some good serves, some great returns. That does it a lot of the time in doubles. It's so quick out there. Oh, wow.
Big move by Martine, but unfortunately a little too far.
Still time to come back. Let's go.
You can feel the tension from Claudio's voice there. Oh, man. Atlanta running away with it. That momentum has clearly shifted in their favor. The fans are really cheering on their home team. Another one. Smart play.
Good timeout here. Let's see what Claudio has to say.
Come here, guys. Come here. Martine, here. 2 minutes. Make less damage, okay? We have to return all the time, really well focused. We need the serve in. I know I don't want to put pressure on you on this, but we have no other option. The advantage with no other option than make everything with great energy. Okay. We can come back in 2 minutes with a lot of points. Okay, let's go.
There's that tough volley that you had mentioned where he almost touched the net so close that ball barely came over.
Yeah,
but that +2.
Yeah, that was just great technique there. Great court awareness and just knowing what to do with the racket. Great racket control there. But man, what a wonderful string of points that Team Atlanta has been able to produce here in the last 2 minutes or so of this bolt.
160, 152 in the overall, 54-34 in doubles. Playing for two things at once, $4,000 within the doubles, but then also within the team portion right there. Kevin's feeling it, going for that angle volley right there, winner, but not enough. Sam Nicholson still in. We heard Claudio saying he had no other option, so I wonder if that means that Max was just hurt.
That's gotta be it.
God, but then you look on the other side of the net and you see the Warrior and Kevin and Max, like you better really be hurt if Kevin's really gonna do that.
See, but I just wonder, he's like, oh, doubles is on, my knee apparently just does not hurt anymore.
Athletes have that ability to just completely black out when they really needed to and just not feel a thing.
And your mind is very powerful. You can make yourself believe anything. There's a good chance he's gonna be doing a lot of recovery after tonight's match. It's a good chance.
He needs to get Nadal's doctor that got him through the French Open when he had the injections in the foot.
Yep.
Talking to Kevin before today got started, he's been doing everything at home, the stretching, the massaging. He's got his own red light therapy at home.
Yep.
I mean, he really does everything he possibly can, and that's probably what's giving him the extra minutes here. Jacksonville making a run back into it, 160 or 158, last 45 seconds before we get to mixed doubles.
Yeah, I love to hear what Coach Claudio was telling these guys. You know, I hate to say it, but there's no other option. Just make returns and hit winners. And also, it kind of alleviates you a little bit because you're just like, all right, I can do that. Let's go. Let's get it done.
And there you see a little bit of a mix-up because they haven't played enough together. So both Sam and Martin run for it. Normally, Martin, he takes that ball running in, forehand in the middle of the court.
He's the forehand guy.
He's the forehand guy. You do not take it away from him.
Yeah.
It's going to be close when we go to mixed doubles,
yeah.
So it's just going to be a lot of fun. If you were planning on leaving, sit down, buckle up. This is going to be a lot of fun. Just pretend you didn't see that volley right there. But with mixed doubles coming up, wow, a lot of fire and energy. The doubles that Atlanta's provided has got them with a very small lead going into mixed doubles. Irina, take a look at some of these highlights.
Yeah, that was just incredible job there by Trent Bride and Kevin King to really just turn things around. It didn't, in the beginning, I mean, it was all Max Benson and Martin Gutierrez. You had the fans involved, everybody was in it, but Kevin King just went into a different gear with his partner, Trent Bride. I mean, they were just making the right plays. At one point, they had 7 points in a row. And so it was all Team Atlanta in the end. They did a wonderful job there, getting their team on top.
Let's go courtside. Who's got Trent and Kevin after that performance?
Yeah, Trent, how were you able to win that bolt and dubs?
Yeah, it was just incredible energy from both of us. I mean, Kevin took care of business at the net. I was serving well, setting him up, and just high energy. That's
what adjustments did you guys make? I saw the formations were different.
Yeah, we just wanted to come out and try and play to our strengths and just stick to those patterns, commit to it.
It's going to come down to the mixed doubles. How you feeling?
I love it. Let's go, baby. Let's go, ATL. Let's go, ATL. Let's get it, baby.
Let's get mean. This is it. Mixed doubles, bolt, for it all.
This will decide it. $4,000 plus first place in the league as we come down to our last few duels in the intense season. J.Y. Abona, Irina Falcone-Hartman. Irina, what a match.
This is incredible tennis. I think that the energy, the fans, everybody's just so involved. They really want it to come down to the wire. And I think Kevin King has really proven himself that he is an absolute warrior. Absolutely no pain, no gain. And I just think it's really come down to his commitment to the team. And he's been able to produce some incredible shots there. And you can see there, it really was so topsy-turvy. The momentum shifts have really gone down, but they're only down by 4, Team Jacksonville, to get that #1 position, but Team Atlanta has really come out firing here in the last couple bolts.
Well, what's incredible is, you know, week 2, they put on an absolute Emmy-worthy performance. One of the most fun nights, literally my entire tennis life. Been wondering, am I ever going to be able to experience anything like that again? And these two teams come back and they're saying, Jay, what? We got something for you right now. So Kevin King is going to serve things up in mixed doubles with Tanya Sasutskaya, and on the far side, Martine Gutierrez, Sophia Johnson. Man, this is going to be it right there. Overplays, had it, set it up, was flying too hard. Claudio screaming got them over there.
Tanya just being an absolute wall at the net.
Great touch volley, great survival with the +2.
Wow.
Atlanta, let's go.
Absolutely incredible job there by Tanya. You know that she's going to be the one that's picked on between these two, and so she is ready.
Big serve by Kevin. What a return by Sophia.
Oh. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Unbelievable pickup there by Kevin. Wow. Some great tennis, JY.
Benjamin Button over here getting younger as he plays. Great serve. They're just locking it in. Yep. How many points in a row is that?
That's a lot.
168, 159. First place on the line, and they are answering the call. Let's see if Jacksonville and Sophia can stop that momentum, build it to their side of the court.
I'm sure you've seen it week after week, how quickly it can change. You know, just a couple points, a couple of 2-pointers, and all of a sudden Team Jacksonville's ready to go again.
I think Martine was expecting Sophia to poach there, did not expect to hit a backhand.
That'll do it.
He comes right back, +2.
A little shankalicious action there.
That's a tough word to say at this late night. You've been working very hard today.
Day.
Yeah, it's okay. What's not okay is that forehand missing by a mile, 169, 162. Big moment right there. Jacksonville bringing it back, couple points in a row. Good communication to get eye formation. That's just a good forehand return, and even Sophia has a good backhand. Not enough right there. Ooh, good eye. That's tough. That's an experienced player at the net, understanding the trajectory and speed of that ball to let it go.
JY, how do you feel about Tanya being so low, even though it's not I formation, unless they're doing I formation? But my thing is, granted, she is shorter, but wouldn't you have more of a presence at net if you are standing above? It doesn't give the opponent an easier target.
Well, first, I don't know how her back's holding up, being that low and having to come up after it. But yeah, clearly that she's strong enough and flexible enough to where by being low and in this hybrid Australian formation, it just makes them think, right? And that's it. And as long as your back can hold up, that's all they want to do is just make them think. But yeah, the problem is then you pop up so much. If that ball comes quick, you're too high.
Right.
So, you know, yeah, it's something to pay attention to. We'll see how much it impacts her, but it's 173, 165. Atlanta on the near side, 8-point lead. Oh, wow. I wonder if that ball by Martine was actually going out, but it's tough. Like you said, that's why you go at the net person. It's tough to read it with these fans. The scoreboards and the boards in the back are low, so the ball can get lost back there. Oh, great cover by Kevin. It was the right play and missed it.
I love to see it. I love to see it.
173, 167. Oh, big forehand. Kevin going up. Luke, we got to bring it in because this energy, if we feel it from here, what are you feeling? Courtside.
It's unbelievable. Both teams are going nuts on the sidelines. I really think who's going to really want the moment, right? This is what it really comes to. We've all been there. We've all been in a situation where the match meets the moment. And this is for first place in both teams. And you look at Jacksonville, They got to stick these volleys. You can't be playing little cute touch volleys. You got to stick it through the court.
Yep.
Or you're not going to win this bolt at all.
Yeah, we've seen Jacksonville. We've seen a couple floating balls being missed that were +2 opportunities. Martine missed one. And then Kevin, when he gets the opportunity, he does not miss. And we go back to the Tampa match with Jacksonville a few weeks ago when Jacksonville lost. They brought it back in within close. Martine had that volley. And Kevin King looking at the sideline. Look at that.
JY, I'm about to get up on my chair and start cheering for him because that's just incredible tennis and just, wow, that's just so tough. So tough. Look at Tanya also coming up with the goods. Coach Marcelo trying to get the Atlanta crowd even louder, if you can believe it.
Luke asked who is going to want the moment more, and Kevin has been looking for the ball left and right. 15-point lead, 14-point lead, 182, 168, just under 5 minutes. First place on the line, $4,000 on the line. What a moment for Atlanta to step up.
You know, you got to feel the pressure from Sophia Johnson and Martine Gutierrez right now. I mean, they really have not been able to come up with a game plan to really execute.
Oh, no.
Oh, gets it done. Puts it away
+2.
the second time. Love to see it.
They're racking it up. The double. Wow, what a momentum changer.
You know, Marcelo's looking like a genius right now. We don't know what we're talking about, JY.
No, it's not Marcelo. It's not Marcelo.
Oh,
it's Benjamin Button.
Oh, yes,
we
right.
didn't know he's Benjamin Button.
Right.
I would have known that.
We would have never said any of it.
Yeah.
He gets it.
Wait.
No way. Oh, they called it out. It was out.
No, it did hit Kevin in the chest. I don't know how that ball went over. It hit him physically, didn't get a racket on it. So, but still only +1. If this was Luke Jensen rules, it would have been +3. But it was only +1. That's a good call by Marshall. But now we got a little bit of confusion here. Luke, I mean, it should have been +3.
No, absolutely. I mean, come on, let's take it up a notch.
We got everything on the line here, man. We got to go for the skin there.
Coach Pistol's arguing something right now. I know, this is your move right now for Jacksonville. This is your moment right now. If you don't go right now, 2:50 left on the clock, you're out of first place.
So Luke, if you're Coach Pistolesi right now, are you trying to go for the +2s right now, knowing that there's only two?
Absolutely.
Yep.
You have to.
Yep.
You got to take big risk right now, or they're just going to steamroll you.
Yep.
Because you got Kevin King is just the MVP. I mean, he's flying all over the place. Talk about a chaos agent around the net.
Absolute warrior.
You already may take away one match from us. It's the second time I feel that something wrong here. I feel like there's something wrong here.
Coach Claudio is not happy.
188, 171, under 3 minutes, only one serve, she misses it. This is Jacksonville's time right now, like Luke mentioned. It's now or never.
Bolt 6 to see how close that was to being out. That's the Yellow Jacket roar I remember, JY. Love to see it.
191, 172. They are about to put this away. Even though Sam Nicholson did an incredible job, Kevin King on one knee, just getting this sold-out crowd. I mean, this is incredible.
This is so tough. You just see everybody on the team Jacksonville. They're just a little down in the dumps right now. They're seeing their position. It's just not looking good. And Tanya and Kevin are just the dynamic duo right now. Incredible job here by Team Atlanta.
195, 172, plus twos left and right. It's just incredible. Huge backhand by Sophia. A +2 to try to get it back in. I don't think there's anything they can do. I know it's not going to come down to the last point, but this has still been an absolute show.
Oh. He'll take it.
Under a minute. Atlanta's gonna go to bed tonight with control of first place. Intense League Championship in their hands if they continue winning out. Absolutely incredible after the performance that Sam Nicholson had. Kevin King with the knee problem coming back, being an absolute stud in doubles. Benjamin Button, BB, put it on the back of his shirt. No matter, 20 seconds left. Jacksonville just playing for pride at this point. Oh, that's one way to try to get something back.
That's tough.
Absolutely.
They'll take it.
And they are gonna just walk it in. Huge hug from the team, and who can blame them? Jacksonville on the other side, unfortunate because Sam did an incredible job. Just think Kevin played so good. So, I don't know what, there's just a lot that came out of this match, Irina.
That was just incredible. You really thought it was gonna be Team Jacksonville, especially given Kevin's knee. But like you said, I mean, it really came down to just him and Tanya just being indestructible at net, coming up with shots like that. And Tanya was ready to deliver as well. I mean, she was also taking care of business with her serve, setting up Kevin beautifully at net. But I think it was unstoppable at that point because the momentum was just Team Atlanta. Yes, Team Jacksonville maybe had a couple of moments there where they were doing good, but it was just Team Atlanta in the end.
Yeah, you know, Atlanta got just enough with their women's singles, and that was what they needed to get them started. And we're gonna send it down to Luke, who's got Marcelo, who's absolutely fired up.
Yeah, Coach, what did you learn about your team tonight?
Well, it was just a gutsy one, man. You know, today I just took a different approach. I didn't know how it was going to turn out. I usually do make a lot of substitutions, but I told the team if I put somebody out, I feel like they're doing a good job, I'm gonna keep them in there. Tanya was just a freaking superstar today, man. She was tired, she kept battling, but even more than her fight, she embraced the strategy, and it really gave us a lot of momentum because we knew going to the men's singles, Sam has been just so tough to beat. So we needed to create a little bit of fat to be able to play well with the men's.
What is it about your doubles that's so dominant?
I just think because they play real doubles. You know, like there's no lollipop in the serve. Kevin gives the rest of the team so much confidence because he's gonna put a lot of volleys away. So we just feel now going to doubles, if the deficit's not too much, we can always fight back.
What are your thoughts about your crowd?
The crowd was phenomenal today, man. They really were. You know, the place was full and everybody was being so loud. You know, I love Jacksonville's energy. They're playing with a crowd against them, but they show a lot of unity. So hat off to the team, to Claudio for bringing the team together. But just really proud of my group, man.
And finally, you're in first place. What does it mean to Atlanta?
Doesn't mean anything. You know, we still got a weekend to go. We got Tampa tomorrow and Tampa next week. And I'm not a big fan of talking about standings. We take care of business tomorrow, and then we worry about the next weekend. But obviously, I'm proud of the team. It's exciting to see our name first, but it could change tomorrow.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Luke. Let's go, baby. ATL, first place.
He doesn't care about standings, though.
He doesn't care about standings, but he still gives it a first place shout out right there when they let it off with women's singles. They asked their females to step it up, and they did right there. Tanya with a great performance in the third bolt there, 55-42 to give them the lead going into men's singles. And then it was just going to be a wonder with Kevin King or Sam Nicholson. You know, with Kevin King in his knee, how was that going to happen? Sam Nicholson, record performance. Well, he came back in men's singles and just absolutely dominated. Kevin King played in most of the time. I don't think it mattered who was going to be on the other side of the court. It then just became like Sam played so good. We knew he was going to win, but then Was Kevin King's knee hurt bad enough that then they couldn't play him in doubles? He's the doubles star for Atlanta. Well, guess what? The women had their first say first. Tanya and Michaela come out, double-digit win right there in women's doubles, and then Kevin just blows up in men's doubles with Trent Bride. Best tennis Trent's played, it wasn't doubles. He loves singles, but doubles really stepped it up, and then in mixed doubles with the +2s. I mean, that was just such an amazing atmosphere, 200 to 75, but you can see the seesaw back and forth. Females for Atlanta, Sam for Jacksonville, and then the entire Atlanta team finishing off with just Tanya, probably the MVP of the night. I mean, Irina, yes, Kevin with the gutsy performance physically, but Tanya maybe with the overall MVP?
Absolutely. I think that she was able to just produce, and no matter what came at her, she was able to just stay in it. And I think Coach Marcelo said it. She stuck to the strategy. Even though there were times where she was fatigued, she did not quit. She stayed in it. Did not matter what came at her. They substituted from Team Jacksonville, but Tanya did not quit. And I think that spoke volumes of her. She was able to deliver every single bolt. She was able to be there in women's doubles, in the mix, in the singles. And so, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's going to be tough. Kevin King is definitely in the running for MVP, but man, it's a close call for sure.
Yeah, well, just an incredible night. Thank you all for joining us. We got one more event coming back tomorrow, 1:30 pre-surge show, 2 p.m., Tampa versus Atlanta. We'll see how Atlanta comes back after an incredible night. Big thank you to everyone in the truck, Vinny and Hammer. We're going to wrap this up, but we'll be back tomorrow.
Roll red.